What it do? Sorry, I'm a little late for this game. Let me know if y'all can hear me, if y'all can see me. 7-0 already. Carolina Panthers made a huge mistake trying to go for it in their own territory on 4th and 1. And it might cost them this game. The Rams ain't a team you could just let go up 7-0 on 2 plays in short yardage. So that's where we're at. That's what he do. That's what he be. Carolina got the ball back, punted. Their left tackle is being carted off. It is not a great day for the Carolina Panthers. I feel for my little brother who is a Panthers fan, but at least this team's in the playoffs. Puka Nakua caught, juking people, making moves. He got a first down. First down. What it do? What it do? Remember Kubiak was the Saints with Derek Carr. What? When they were clicking? Yeah, I remember. I remember. Y'all hear the news? Y'all hear the news? David Carr hinting that Clint Kubiak could be the Las Vegas Raiders head coach with a little DC reunion. I don't know. What y'all feel about it? What y'all feel about it? All right, 1st and 10. All on the 23-yard line. You got a bunch formation to the bottom. Field side. Handoff. And he is going to pick up 2, 3. Oh, no. Push the pile, and he's going to pick up another 4. Okay. Putting in work. Putting in work on the ground. Can't wait till we get an offensive line for the Las Vegas Raiders and we can start pushing the pile like this. Oh. Look at a catch by Puka. One-handed grab to start the wild card weekend. Doesn't get better than that, right? Doesn't get better than that. What's good, man? Appreciate y'all, everybody in the building. Greg Brewer, what's good, what's good? Candy Angel, what do you do? Handoff again. And he'll pick up 3. Be about a yard and a half short. Would Derek Carr really come back out of retirement? Well, first off, they would probably have to buy out, have some kind of buyout to his contract because he still is under contract for the New Orleans Saints. However, I feel like they have their quarterback, and I don't think the buyout would be too much. They appreciate what Derek Carr did for him coming over to the Saints, right? I'm sure. And I don't think they'd be too mad at letting him go, go home where he belongs. Handoff up the middle, and he is stuffed. Stuffed at the line. And the Carolina defense coming on strong. It'll be 4th and 2. 7-0 Panthers. 7-0 Rams. 6:20 left in the first. God, bro. Predictions on the game. Rams 24-17. I like that score. Win by a tutty. But if the Rams score here, it could be one of them games like yesterday. Did y'all see the Indiana Hoosiers destroy one of the best teams in college football in the Oregon Ducks? Whew. That shit was nasty, bro. Filthy, filthy work out there. What y'all think about Mendoza? We're the 5 touchdowns with 177 yards. As impressive to you as it was to the rest of the planet. Because, me on my side of it, I'm looking at a defense that was relentless. 3 turnovers. Gave them the ball inside their own 50 3 different times. And that was the score of the ball game. So, a lot of people are acting like Mendoza had this great, great historic college championship game. When really, they ran for 184 flipping yards, bro. Now, I guarantee you, I put my life on it. If you give the Raiders 184 yards rushing, which probably even Geno back there, come on, bro. You're going to win games, right? 3 turnovers, 180 yards rushing. Is it really the quarterback? That's what I want to know. Is it really the quarterback? I mean, you're set up in great field position. You had the ball on the 3 yard line, the ball on the 13-yard line. There's a reason it was only 177 yards. If you look at the yards of the game, Oregon only had like 20 or 30 yards less. The time of possession was only 3 minutes. So how dominant was this quarterback, right? Because a dominant quarterback, usually when you have 5 touchdowns, the score is not it's not as close. The time of possession is not as close. It was pretty much a blowout until, till the end. You can call it garbage time points or whatever, but I don't know. I think Indiana is nasty, bro, all the way around. Their special teams, their defense, right? It's it's just special, bro. It's just special. Brian Hines, stay tuned. Stay tuned. I didn't get it done last night, but I don't know if I'll get it done today with 2 football games on. I might try to do it right now while I'm doing this live. But names you need to watch. Names you need to watch. And I probably shouldn't be saying it on the live because you know how shit goes. But Mike Shanahan, bro. No, not the Mike Shanahan. And no, he's not related to Kyle Shanahan or any of the Shanahans. A whole nother Shanahan tree, a tree of his own. But Mike Shanahan, if y'all don't know, now you know, is the offensive coordinator for the Indiana Hoosiers. And their offense has been absolutely ridiculous. The man has been with Kurt Signetti for 5 years, 3 different schools. The defensive coordinator sacked on the play. Good Lord, nobody let just untouched 400-pound defensive lineman. Somebody got to block that man. Somebody got to block that man. Good Lord, not the tight end went by him. The running back went by him. How do you not see this dude? He's this wide. You let this guy go free. But anyways, Mike Shanahan, offensive coordinator for the Indiana Hoosiers, and also the defensive coordinator, I believe Brian Hines, also has been with Signetti since day one, right? These are Signetti guys. And, if the Raiders are going to draft Fernando Mendoza, maybe you pick up the phone to Mike Shanahan and say, hey, I know you just signed a 3-year contract for $3 million a year, but we got a little bit more money, than that over here in Las Vegas. And we was just wondering, if we draft Mendoza, would you want to come be the offensive coordinator or the quarterback coach? I mean, shit, you probably make as much money as a QB coach in the NFL as you could OC in college at some time. So that's what I'll be doing. What's up? What's up? Appreciate you popping in. Double tap the screen, show some love. Had 30 people in here. We got 4 likes. Come on. Tip the plug. Tip the plug. Let me hit the likes. Subscribe to the channel. If you pop in and you coming through, just double tap the screen, man, and hit the like button or hit the dislike button. But if you're going to stop and watch, show some love. That's all I ask. Xavier Leggett. Kid that's supposed to be very, very special. Very special. All right, Panthers. Ball on the 32. They got trips to the top. A tight end bunched inside. 2 wide receivers. Single backfield. Little play action. Bryce Young on the roll. And he'll just throw it out of bounds and lose yardage. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense, bro. You got to keep your eyes downfield, kid. Oh, fuck. My mouth is killing me, bro. Good Lord. I don't know how to tap there and do stream elements in the middle of a live stream, Joe. Handoff, jump cut. He's going to pick up 3. Rico Dow on the play. Hey there, everyone. Always Raiders born to be a Raider. Rick Diaz in the building. Raiders. Oregon Ducks been doing good this season. Yeah, they have been doing good, but They got the life sucked out of him on the first play of the game. Pick six to the crib. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then two drives later, or a couple drives later, they fumble trying to throw the ball. Hits the running back, you know, cutting way too close. I don't know if he thought it was going to be a play action play or what, but it was definitely miscommunication. Trinidad Chambers, not Trinidad Chambers. Good lord, Dante Moore dropped back to throw the ball, and as soon as he dropped back, it hits the running back who's right behind him. Just bad plays, man. Bad plays. And yeah, they have. Oregon's been, tight all year. But that defense from Indiana is why they win games, man. 3 turnovers inside the 50. You give your offense, short field with a quarterback like Fernando Mendoza, and yes, they're gonna destroy teams. You love the Rams? Shout out to the U. Good luck. When you hit the like button, there's a football that jumps out. It's kind of cool. See, that's just another incentive to hit the like button. But don't hit it too many times, because if you hit it again, it goes away. Then I don't get the like. Yeah, we try to make it fun over here. We try to make it a little fun, right? Raiders should have never left Oakland. Some guy says. I mean, we could be in Oakland in an eroded stadium playing on dirt 3 quarters of the season, getting guys' knees tore up, getting guys injured way more. Or we could, and have a mid record like we always did, 7-8 wins every season. Or you could be in Vegas where they have a great stadium, one of the best practice facilities, one of the best nutritions, best doctors, best everything, where the players have it better. I mean, I think too many fans are worried about themselves and what it was like in Oakland. I know it was great. It was great times. But that doesn't mean you can't do the same thing in Vegas like they did in LA, right? It was great times when they moved to LA and won a Super Bowl too. Everybody was like, woo, right? City was going crazy. You could have that in Vegas. We just got to get there, and it's coming. We'll be all right. Vegas is going to be one of the greatest places to watch football games. Watch. I mean, it already is for opposing teams. Ball on the 35, steps up in the pocket, short of the first down, and he will fight his way for the first down. And he's still on his feet. Damn. 3 guys couldn't bring the man down. Throw the ball to him. Who the hell is that? I don't know who their tight end is, but we'll be back. Oh, we're gonna be back. We're about to be back right now, and the NFL's not gonna like it. The NFL's already not liking what's happening. If we get Fernando Mendoza, whether I think it's the right thing or not, the kid is a baller. He can make the throws. He has balls to stand in the pocket. He trusts himself, his arm. He brings up people around him. And the NFL's not ready for us to get a quarterback like Mendoza. That's why you see every narrative on everywhere. People are saying, oh, everybody's hating on Mendoza because it's the Raiders. I don't see nobody hating on Mendoza. All I see is everybody saying pick Mendoza. But if the Raiders get a quarterback, just watch out. Just watch out. I don't care who it is. It just got to be a quarterback that the team has faith in, that the owners have faith in. But y'all know he's going to sit for a year, right? So it's going to be time. It's going to take some time. But when we come back, it's going to be stronger than ever with the people in the building. Spytek, Brady, those are great minds. And we'll be back again. Looks to throw, nobody to throw to. Oh, and it's intercepted, bounced off the defender's hands. And the Rams will take over, up 7-0 with a minute left in the first. Yeah, Bryce Young is no Aiden O'Connell, I'll tell you that. I can't smile, damn it. That's messed up, bro. The receiver just stopped. Why did he stop? Why did the receiver stop? Are y'all watching this game? Can y'all see it? Or are you just listening to my play-by-play? That's not really play-by-play. We'll get more play-by-play here in a second. So the pass is thrown. Coker, young receiver, looked at the ball, seen it was coming, and stopped. It just let it go. So it bounced off the defender into the safety. And the Rams are in business on the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Trips to the bottom. Field side. Handoff. Big gash. And he's going to pick up 9. 8. Close enough. I'll take their first 2 rounds here following season. That would have been huge if we not take Mendoza. Yeah, see, we listening to the wrong people over here. We're listening to the wrong people over here. That's a ridiculous statement. AOC is trash. Come on, bro. You know better than that. You know way better than that. You could hate on the dude because you can't beat him, but he is not trash. He is not trash. We already know that. AOC is the chief killer, bro. The chief killer. Killer from Manila. Stop playing. Don't you play with me. Don't you play with me, Lawrence. You already know AOC is him. Mendoza and Brock Bowers will be great for next decades. It will be great. It will be great. If you can get the right offensive coordinator and the right system and the right players, right? Let's not think for 1 minute with 184 yards rushing that Indiana and Mendoza don't have 3 running backs back there, right? Their starter was hurt. They still went with backups and ran the ball for 187 yards. What am I dabbing on? Some root beer, and some. I don't know what the other one is. I don't know. I forgot. We need to hire John Harbor. John Harbor. Who the hell is John Harbor? We ain't hired nobody. I don't know. If I don't know the name, nah, I ain't on that board. But back to the thing, right? There's a lot of content creators out there going crazy because they sip the sauce a little bit too much, talking about they need the Jets first 3 round of all 6 of their first round picks for the next 2 years. Come on, bro. Stop playing, man. Come on. I wish people would just be real. Be real to the nation. You are not getting 3 or more first round picks. 3 possibly is the limit, bro. But not to move up 1 spot. Come on, man. Come on. 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, however long people been doing this, and they still want to act like now Mendoza, because of that game, is the greatest thing since sliced bread, bro. That's crazy to me. You are not getting more than 2 first rounds and maybe a second or a third to move up 1 spot. If you get that. If you get that. Now, if a team wants to come from 10 or out, then possibly you get 3 first rounds. But 6, you're telling me Mendoza is better than Joe Burrow, is better than Josh Allen, is better than Tom Brady, is better than Peyton Manning, is better than Caleb Williams, is better than Jaden Daniels. You're telling me that dude is better than all those players? Then great. Give me 6 first rounds. But come on, man. 6? 6. I hate to say it, but I mean, you have to be, right? Look at that game, bro. You can't say nothing about it except for he has a great team. And there's no knock on Mendoza whatsoever. Every one of those passes were on a laser rope. The dude has no fear. He's an absolute psycho out there, 100% all day. But you can't tell me he's worth 6 first round picks. Come on, man. Stop. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? 6? Even 4? 3? Now, if somebody offers you 3 first rounds for Mendoza and you don't take it, then this organization deserves to be at the bottom and deserves to be 2-15 every year, in my opinion. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Monday I'm starting my CDL training. Nice, nice. Yeah, Mendoza's work. I mean, there is there is no reason why you shouldn't take this kid first overall. He is definitely the best quarterback in this draft, unless you get 3 first rounds, right? Anything less than that, Mendoza is a Raider. There's just no way around it. No way around it. Realistic beard. What's up with you and my beard, bro? If we get him, he will start day one. And that's a hot take. That's a hot take. Look, I don't see that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think Mendoza's special. I think his arm talent, his brain is absolutely ridiculous. It's like a damn computer chip. But I still see a quarterback that's a product of a system, man. A product of a system. I think Dante Moore only having to throw the ball 20 times instead of 40 a game might not have the same stats, right? Might not be 20 for 17 with 5 touchdowns, but it's going to be pretty damn close. I believe Trinidad Chambers in that Indiana offense is putting up numbers better than that, right? Maybe not better than 5 touchdowns. That's special as hell. But we can't sit here and act like it was all the quarterback in that game, man. You were in short field after short field after short field. And yes, it was 1 or 2 passes and it's a touchdown. But do we not give credit to Mike Shanahan? Are we not? Rams ball at the 10-yard line. Got 2 by 1, single backfield, handoff, and he will pick up 5 on the play. Then you could trade AOC to the Toronto Argonauts. Man, if they trade AOC, it's gonna be a mistake. It's gonna be a mistake. 100%. And I don't know, bro. I don't see Mendoza starting first year. The NFL, no matter how good you are. Quick pass, Puka. Oh my God. And he's just gonna break tackles, make people miss, and just walk in for 5 yards. Second touchdown of the day. And that is a ching ching on card number 1. I just gotta wait till the other game. But that is already 2 ching chings on the first ticket of the day. See if we can get this one popping. I ain't won shit all year. I had one ticket that was a winner all year. You need to stop betting. Stop betting. I need to start getting Lawrence's bets. Lawrence, what you got? What you got for the next game? Um, Field goal is up. Extra point, and it is good. Since even before the Raiders entered the 2025 season, they were looking ahead of next year, and now they are exactly who. And now they know exactly who they are playing. They will. What? Oh, they will do so with the all-new coaching staff and a roster that is likely to be overhauled as well. The Raiders' 19 players who will be unrestricted free agents in March, if not resigned, the current draft selection, and over $100 million. Sounds like a recipe for success, right? It absolutely sounds like a recipe for success. However, last year they had $120 million. Last year they paid 70 of that to a garbage ass quarterback. No disrespect, but you garbage. um, so that money means nothing unless you have people that know how to spend it, how to delegate it to the right people in the right positions, and not give it all to Max Crosby and Geno Smith, right? Because how did that work out for us? $35 million for 10 sacks and fifth in the NFL in tackles for loss and pressures. Come on, man. That's you could get that. You could get that for 5, 10. You can get that for 10, $12 million all over the league nowadays. You can get that in a rookie now. Like there's rookies that got 7, 8, 9 sacks. Like you can get those numbers. pretty much anywhere. So, can the Raiders do the right thing and spend the money wisely? I mean, we shall see. We shall see. That is the biggest question of all. Available to spend in free agency. But again, it's one of those years where we talked about it on the live about a week ago, right? Every offensive lineman, free agent, is 30 years or older. Are we still bringing in 30-year-old offensive linemen? I mean, damn. We already have one that's 29, going to be 30 when we start the year, in Colton Miller. Do we really want, an offensive line full of, 30 plus? Come on. Offensive linemen don't really play that long in the NFL into their 30s, right? Big guys, bad knees, but always wearing knee braces. Like, there's not a whole bunch of free agents you can go out there and get. Now you could be in the fight for Tyler Lindenbaum, but then what do you do with JPJ? Because I feel like Caleb Rogers takes that spot over JPJ. I do. So we have the money. We have a great position. Absolutely, 100%. I need Devontae to get one. Stupid white T charter limits. Y'all season is over. My season is over. But it's football. And on football Sunday, we wear Raider jerseys. So, Rebel, go play for the Raiders. Well, I'm 50, and I don't think they want me. But I would gladly, gladly volunteer my services to be a grad assistant or some shit. Whatever they want. Just let me in the building. Let me in the building. Let me have a say. How would you feel about getting AJ Brown to be the number one wide receiver? I would feel ecstatic, bro. I mean, the dude is a freak of nature that is underutilized. I don't even know why they have him on the team or why they keep him, really. All right, ball on the 38, under pressure again. Bryce Young's going to get away. He's going to throw, man open, caught. Caught. Is that Tedero? What number's Tedero? Oh, nope, that was Carter, I think. Anyways, nice pickup. Nice pickup by the running back to push the defensive tackle out of the way. Coming in from the three tech, gets blasted. Had the dude beat. Great pickup. Great pickup. You ain't always got to block a dude or get in front of him. Just push him off, right? He just pushed him out of the way enough for Bryce Young to get away to roll out and hit a pass 15 yards downfield. All right, ball on the 47-yard line. A little play action again. Bryce gonna throw deep. Caught. Tedero McMillan with 7 touchdowns, leads all rookies this year. Definitely a damn good pick. A lot of Raider fans. Some people wanted Tedero McMillan. I didn't have him in my top 10. I definitely would have took him in the first round, but I wasn't taking him at 6. I think that was crazy. That was crazy. All right, 14 to nothing, 10:29 left. It is first and 10 on the 33-yard line. Another play action. Low pass, and it is caught over the middle. Tedero McMillan. And it looks like the T-Mac show. Nice route. Cook that dude. Cook that dude. Whoop. Look at that. Look at that 3 yards of separation. Plant the foot and go. Shit, it's all about the steal. Raiders are trash, bro. Yeah. Wait for the Raiders to ruin Mendoza's career. Come on, man. Why would you wish that on anybody? Handoff up the middle, breaks a tackle, runs over a guy, and picks up another 4. Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard. Rocking with the weight. But why would you wish that on anybody, bro? Come on, man. You ain't got no soul. Like, what kind of human beings do we have on this planet? Why would you wish for anybody's career to be ruined? That's just some garbage shit, bro. You should feel bad about yourself. Really. You know, uh, you know more about what they do. I mean, yeah, just from watching them so long, but I don't know these guys' characters. I don't know, what they're like on the practice field. I'm just going off of what I see on film, right? But being in the building, I believe I could be a lot better. Rebel, you already took Pete and Gino. Y'all should get my Seahawks absolutely dog on the field. Metcalf, come on, man. We already got rid of the old waste, the old waste. And Gino, I don't know about Gino, man. I think we'll talk about Gino later. We'll talk about that on another live because I got some things I want to say that I just don't want to say on this live because ain't nobody getting to hear them or rewatch it. So, and then I'll just have to repeat myself. But I got some things about Gino that some people ain't gonna like in Raider Nation. Raiders and Gators fan here. This football season was so painful for me. Man, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I'm a Razorbacks fan. We scored 38 points a game. Our average 34 points a game. One of the tops in all of college football. We won 3 games, but we played 7 top 25 teams. So, yeah, yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. My team's, football has been ugly to me too. Very, very ugly to me too. T Mac with another catch, and they are in business on the 1 yard line. Jumbo formation, tight end in motion, handoff, touchdown, Chubba Hubba. Chubba Hubbard, touchdown Panthers. And it looks like we might have a little bit of a wild card weekend ball game. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Don't matter who the Raiders draft, they're cooked. Man, you don't know ball. Shit. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. You don't know ball. Raiders need to move back to Oakland. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. The city didn't want us. Y'all are stop listening to people and make your own decisions. That's all I ask for this unleashed militia community, right? Just do homework, man. If you're a Raider fan, do your homework. Don't go on YouTube or listen to X or Snapchat or Instagram. Just do your homework, man. This team is not that bad. It really isn't. It's not. We should have won way more games this year. We should have won way more games last year. We just can't get the coaches back. I love the Raiders. They're my dad's team. They just need to step up. Shout out Vincent Gonzalez. Appreciate you. Just win, baby. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Positivity. Just win, baby. One of these days. One of these days. Listen, Metcalf is an absolute monster. He's all gas, no brakes. Metcalf is a washed up ass receiver that can't control his temper and wants to, beat on fans in the stands because he don't like what they say to him. I don't need that dude in Vegas. Now maybe in Oakland, Metcalf would have fit great with that style. But we have enough problems with players. We have enough problems with the city of Las Vegas, probably keeping guys, out till 3, 4 in the morning, and they showing up to practice with 2 hours of sleep. um, got enough problems, bro. We don't need a Metcalf. We don't need a Metcalf. I wouldn't be mad at Pickens, but that's gonna be another Metcalf situation. A guy that can't control himself. You don't know what you're gonna get. Let's stop going with these washed up dudes. Unless you're bringing Devontae Adams home, I don't wanna. I don't want somebody else's receiver. Let's draft. Let's draft our own guys. Let's develop our own guys and do this shit like Spy Tech said. Right? They're looking for the future. They're looking to build this thing the right way. And there's only one way you build it the right way. You tear it all down and you start that shit over and you get the right contractors in the building. I just happen to be a contractor and a Raider fan, so maybe I could do both. Raiders are a good team, man. I love them. Maybe Fernando Mendoza can help. He definitely can't hurt. He definitely can't hurt. And my guy Lawrence says, he's that type of kid that he's starting year one. I don't know. I mean, I know he's got intelligence. He's smart enough, but is the speed of the NFL going to be too much for him? Is him thinking he could just, you could just lob those back corner passes up in the NFL and somebody's not going to swoop on one of those to the crib? I just don't see it. I don't see it. And every time I'm watching film, I see the same shit, man. I see post routes. I see post routes. I see post routes. I see some in routes, and I see some comeback shoulder throws to Surratt over and over and over again, man. I mean, go watch every game. Watch it in Miami. They're gonna try the same thing against Miami. They're gonna have Surratt act like he's running. He's gonna stop, break over the shoulder. One of these times, there's gonna be a safety sitting there that they ain't gonna see, or that corner is gonna have enough, athleticism to stop and get back in front of that ball and take one to the crib. And I'm surprised they haven't yet, really, because the offense, it's pretty damn vanilla. I'm not gonna lie. To have 5 touchdowns like that was impressive as hell. To run the ball 184 yards is impressive as hell, because it's not. You know the difference between their offense and everybody's defense they're playing? They out big everybody. They out big everybody. You know what that means? Big man, little man. Their guys are bigger than the other guys. They're dominating the offensive line. They're dominating the defensive line. Their receivers dominate corners because they're way bigger. They got way stronger hands. Every one of them receivers. You don't see them catch the ball in their chest. You don't see them, trying to pull one-handed catches up. You don't see them trying to showboat. They catch the ball like you should, like you're taught from Pee Wee. Let the ball, tip of the ball, hit the triangle, close your hands, catch the ball, right? They do that. They are a well-coached team in Indiana. There is nothing about the Las Vegas Raiders that have been well-coached in a long, long, long time. So, do they find that guy before they bring in Fernando Mendoza? God, I hope to God they find him this year, right? Spytek can draft him and not start him in Las Vegas. Fans won't allow it. He will be the face of the franchise. Yeah, but the other face of the franchise right now is Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, I don't see him not sticking to his guns, right? Now, if he does, then I'm going to lose a lot of respect for Tom Brady, because everything he's ever said about a quarterback is they're not developed right. They're put in too many pressure situations from the jump where they're drafted #1 overall. He believes quarterbacks should sit for a year. And if he goes against everything he believes in, then he's just a chump ass piece of shit, in my opinion. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. But I just don't feel Brady is going to allow this kid to start year one. If you're in a rebuild means you rebuild. You don't get a rookie first overall and start him and tear him down and break his confidence because you have a team that's, not good around him. You have a defense that, gives up way too many points and he's always playing from behind. You don't want to do that to Mendoza. You don't want to do that to any rookie. So I feel they have to sit him. They have to. And Raider fans ain't going to like it. They're going to be pissed. Maybe he starts mid-season like Jackson Dart did. But I just don't see him starting day one, man. I just don't. You got to come in. You got to learn a whole new system. You got to learn, a whole new playbook. You're not learning a whole new playbook with guys that know the playbook that can help you along with the playbook. You're learning the playbook with guys that don't know the playbook either. They're going to be in the same position as you. So as a rookie, who do you go to and say, hey, man, I'm having problems with, this player. I'm having problems. Oh, wide open pass. Good Lord. The Rams offense is just Tyler Higbee, another great catch. But, you know, that's my opinion, though. That's my opinion, man. You gotta have guys in the building for a year that know offense if you want to help a rookie quarterback. There's not too many rookie quarterbacks. As a matter of fact, there's not any rookie quarterbacks that I can ever remember coming in and just dominating their rookie year with a brand new head coach, with a brand new offensive coordinator, with a whole new defensive system, with a whole new everything that none of the players in the building know, right? It is better to have an established coaching staff, offensive staff, period, before you bring in a quarterback, because then you have people in there that already know the system and they can help them along. They can work with them. But when everybody's learning together on the fly, it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit. Well, you want a head coach like John? I mean, no, I don't. I don't feel like that's where we're at this day and age. Um, and I know. If you look at Kurt Cignetti, right? He's an offensive line coach. If you look at Mike McCarthy, all he does is win 12 games every year. Offensive line coach, right? If you look around the league, Dan Campbell, right? If you look at these guys, a lot of them linebacker, defensive line coaches. There's a lot of those in the league. But I feel like if you go get a defensive coach right now, when we're trying to build the offense, when we're trying to groom a young quarterback, when we're trying to mold a quarterback to Tom Brady's liking, I just don't feel like a defensive head coach is the way the Raiders need to go. It needs to be offense. You need an offensive minded coach that knows how to shape an offensive line, that knows how to bring in great offensive line coaches. Maybe, just maybe, they'll be smart and bring in a guy like Richie Incognito to help out. Maybe they'll bring in the Lincoln Kennedy, and say, dog, you're already in the building. You're already doing shows all the time. You're already here. Why not? Why not come in and be our offensive line coach, right? But we'll see what they do, man. We'll see what they do. But I really feel like offense is the way to go. I just saw Tom Brady on a pizza commercial. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Tom Brady is on a mission to get as much money as possible so he could build more chunks in the Las Vegas Raiders. And watch, in another 5 years, y'all gonna be like, damn, Raiders Rebel was right. That dude was not playing. How did he know that shit? Great catch and throw, Devontae Adams, but he is pushed out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Make sure he can't get those foot in bounds. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Tom Brady got all that money saved up from Fox. He got all that money saved up from these commercials. And don't be surprised if you hear very, very soon that Tom Brady has purchased more stocks in the Las Vegas Raiders. Agree, sit for a year. I mean, you have to in the NFL, bro. You kind of have to, right? Just look at history. Guys coming in and starting their rookie year, unless your name is Carson Wentz, it doesn't work. And speaking of Carson Wentz, look at his college career to Mendoza's. Might be a little similar path there. But anyways, not too many coaches. I mean, not too many quarterbacks in their rookie year come in and just dominate unless you come into a team that has an established defense that's top 15, top 10, that can get you the ball back constantly, to give you as many reps, so you can learn on the fly. But there's not too many quarterbacks in the history of the NFL that came in their rookie year and took their team to the Super Bowl. I don't know how many there are, but Carson Wentz is the only one I could think of right now. Right? Tom Brady sat a year. He played in one start. He got one start. Most of these guys sit a year or more. Some sit a lot more. If you're Jordan Love, shit, you might think you're never gonna get in. But yeah, Madden, Madden was a great coach, and if you get a coach like that, I mean, I wouldn't mind having one of these big, offensive line coaches that can shape and mold this offensive line for Ashton Genty. When you have a kid like Genty, it sure makes it easier for your rookie quarterback to start in year one if he has to. If you had an established system already. But look at this Raiders team, man. The guys we have on it. Like, it took what, till week 13 or 14 before it looked like they were starting to develop on the offensive line. Not develop, but at least kind of get it a little bit. Trying to get some of the plays there, nothing was smooth this season. So, do we have guys that could get the playbook right away? Do we have to dummy it down? I mean, those are all huge questions. Sometimes you might draft guys and think, hey, these guys, they're in the playbook, they're gonna pick it up, right? They're intelligent, and it just never clicks. That's why Derek Carr coming back for 1 or 2 more years and letting Mendoza learn under him the best option, bro. That's the best option on the planet. You can't really find a better option than that, right? If you have a chance to somehow bring back Derek Carr, whether it be with Clint Kubiak, you've seen the way the Rams, the Rams, you've seen the way the Saints were started off with Clint Kubiak and Derek Carr before the injury, right? They were one of the best teams in football. They were one of the best offensive teams in football. Their defense was giving up 30 points a game, but they were scoring 40, so it didn't matter. And then DC got hurt, and then he got hurt again. But Clint Kubiak, I wouldn't put it past Clint Kubiak saying, I'll take this Raiders job only if you let me choose my quarterback, and it's gonna be DC, and see what they say. I don't think Mark Davis would be against it. I know Tom Brady would be absolutely against it. Handoff up the middle, big gash, 8 yards, 5:12 left in the game. It is 17-7 Rams. The Panthers need to score here, man. They got to get 7 and make this a game. But we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, Derek Carr, there's a lot of people that hate Derek Carr. Move on from Derek Carr. It's done. Really, I got to question their football knowledge also, because there's nothing you can look at Derek Carr's love of the game, his love for this fan base, his love for the Raiders. 2nd and 2, handoff, bounces to the outside, and he will be hit at the line of scrimmage and picks up 0. The intelligence, the amount of plays that he had to his head every time he came to the line of scrimmage. His you know able to read defenses pre-snap, right? Able to know where you're going pre-snap with the ball. You can't bring in a better quarterback coach for a young Fernando Mendoza than a Derek Carr, in my opinion. There's nobody out there better. Oh, past the Chuba Hubbard, and he had nothing but field. That was a first down and more. There was no way you weren't outrunning that big ass defensive lineman and the linebacker. And the Panthers with a huge mistake. Bryce Young let it out there. Like it hits your hands, bro. That's all running back. You got to catch those. That's an easy first down and more. And you just put your team further behind, further behind. They are punting from the 33-yard line, which is going to give the Rams probably decent field position unless he can boot this one. The punt is up. And he would let it roll to it. Damn, it's still rolling. It's still rolling. He'll let it roll all the way to the 12-yard line. They will not have such a great start. They need Alex Smith to train him. I'd rather have Derek Carr than Alex Smith all day. And look, I know Alex Smith gets credit for Patrick Mahomes, but really you just got to give Patrick Mahomes credit for Patrick Mahomes, right? He was that dude at Texas Tech. He's been that dude his whole career. Did it help having a guy like Alex Smith? I'm sure it did, right? A guy that's been around the NFL. But it helps having any veteran. It should have helped Sador, having Flacco in the building. But he just wouldn't take the help, it seems like. So yeah, Alex Smith being a Raider, I just nah. I'm good on that. But he was a damn good quarterback. And being there in front of Patty Mahomes is gonna make a lot of people, you know, feel like he was a big part of that. So, do you want a head coach like Madden again? Didn't I answer that already? More like at a position. That's why they got rid of him. Facts. Facts. I was trying not to pick on Trayvon because he's in the playoffs for the first time in his career. But yeah, got to do better. You got to do better. Mahomes is the GOAT. Mahomes will whoop up on Mendoza for 10 years. I don't feel that's fact at all, bro. Mahomes can't even beat Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell has outplayed Mahomes the last three matchups. the last three. The last three. Okay, two. He wasn't in the last one. But yeah, the last three times. The first time they played, the Chiefs won, but Aiden had just as good as numbers, just didn't have as many touchdowns. The second time, yeah, he didn't have a good game. Um, but either did Patrick Mahomes. And then the last time they played, Aiden put up 300 yards and two touchdowns to Patrick Mahomes' 240 yards and one touchdown. So, Tease, what's good? What's good? Salute to you. After Mahomes retires, Mendoza will be good. LOL. Yeah, I don't. I think Mendoza's got that mentality to be that dog. I think he would accept the challenge of the AFC West. I think he would embrace it. All right, from the 12 handoff, he's gonna pick up three and get him out. Um, I feel like he'd embrace it. I think he's got that dog mentality, right? He's got that winning mindset. Maybe not in the first year, but after the second year, I can see Fernando Mendoza competing with Bo Nix, competing with Justin Herbert all day long, bro. All right, two by two. 306 left. Matthew Stafford all day. Just throws it out of bounds. I don't know why you throw it out of bounds when you have all day back there. But yeah, I feel like Mendoza's going to have something to say about that. Mahomes taking a beating, right? He's played a lot more football than everybody else being in the playoffs every single year, right? You're playing, three more games, two more games than everybody else every year. Jason Ruiz, what it do? What's the score of the game right now? It is 17-7, 3:02 left in the half. The Rams have the ball on the 16-yard line. They're in the 3-by-2 set. Ball on the field side, boundary side. It is 36. 36. Licky T, what's good, my guy? Jared Goff, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels all started day one. Yes, they did. They did. They did so. But they didn't have Tom Brady in the building. That's the go to this shit. That believes quarterback development is key and crucial in the NFL. Now, if he picks it up, right? If you go out there in preseason and you're just tearing it up like you're doing right now, then there's a possibility. But just because all those guys started day one doesn't mean you have to start Fernando day one, right? Looks deep, Devontae. Oh, and he can't catch up with the hamstring. Poor Devontae, wide open, just overthrown by Matthew Stafford. And oh my God, there's actually a quarterback that's a star that overthrew somebody. Even Matthew Stafford makes mistakes. Devontae had 2, 3 steps on this guy with a busted hamstring, had him cooked, and Stafford just overthrew him. Fair catch called for. Oh my God, and it bounces off his chest. Oh, if my little brother is watching this, he is probably livid right now. Livid right now. It's the Rams ball, bro. There's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. It's not even close. Golly, right off your face. Damn. I hate to laugh at the expense of other peeps, but oh my God, bro. Oh. The ball bounced right off his face mask. I don't know why you called for a fair catch. If you can't catch the ball. Rams, Broncos Super Bowl. I hope not, man. I hope not. I'm not really Raider Nation. Bring back Carr. Let's do it. Let's do it. And you know, I believe David Carr. I don't think they're just blowing smoke up people's ass and trying to get clicks. All right, ball on the 39-yard line, handoff, big hole. He's going to pick up 5, possibly 6 on the play. 2:38 left in the first half. It'll be 2nd and 4. But, you know, let's do it. Let's do it. I believe there is some kind of truth to that. I feel like if Kubiak was to come take over a team, that his first choice would be Derek Carr, right? They have a great relationship. Carr's been working out. He's healthy. He's ready to go. Bring him in the building somehow, bro. Somehow. CJ Stroud, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams all started their rookie year. Would rather do the same with Mendoza instead of sitting him for a year. I'm not. I mean, look, I'm not. I'm not hating on that at all. And I still wouldn't be surprised if somebody like the Jets or the Cardinals, you know, offer their whole entire franchise for that pick and the Raiders decide to trade it. I know Mendoza was impressive, but I can't be the only one that is watching the dominant Indiana defense put their quarterback in great plays, receivers making great catches. Like, I mean, I didn't see one receiver in that game except for the last touchdown where it was thrown in front of them, where they didn't jump to catch the ball, right? These are all things that have to be worked on. The NFL is a different beast, and some guys can do, but I mean, Jaden Daniels had a damn good rookie year. He also had Cliff Kingsbury as the offensive coordinator and knew how to use him, right? We don't even know who our OC is going to be yet. So, depending on who the coach is and who that shit is, maybe they decide to go first year and start Mendoza. I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, if you look around the NFL, most of the top, the top 2, 3 quarterbacks, I guess not the top 3 because Drake May was what, third? He didn't start his rookie year until the last 3 or 4 games, right? Not every team goes that route. Some teams do believe in developing quarterbacks, and it just depends on, what kind of coach we get. And C.J. Stroud, right? C.J. Stroud, they had the coaching staff already in place. They had been there for a while. They had a defense that was pretty damn good, right? They didn't only get C.J. Stroud, but they also went and got Will Anderson, who's one of the best defensive edges in all of football. So it's not like, they just brought in C.J. Stroud. He started their first year and they did good and made it to the playoffs, right? Same thing with Caleb Williams. Like, he didn't, I mean, he had a great year, but they didn't win a bunch of games. So it's all about the system, the fit, and where you put these guys in. And like I said, C.J. Stroud came in with a damn good defense, with the offense that they just needed. That's what they needed was a quarterback. The Raiders have way more needs than a quarterback. Yes, we have money to fill all those needs. But it's just a lot harder is what I'm saying. It's a lot harder for a team to plug in all these pieces with a new coach, a new OC, a new everything, and be successful. Because we're going to lose a lot of players. What we got 23 free agents. Passed Williams out of the backfield, and he's just making guys miss everywhere. Here a juke, there a juke, everywhere a juke. Old McWilliams had a first down over and over again. So every time he touches the ball, they just can't tackle the dude. Oh, blocking the back. Carolina getting a break. Getting a break. No shade on Derek Carr. He needs to enjoy retirement and father time. I agree with that. I agree with that. He does have a lot of kids. But if they offer him a job back in the building, I'm 100% with it. Whatever he wants to do, whether it's OC, quarterback coach, quarterback, it doesn't matter. I'm on board with it. Um, broke win. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Don't want to see Mendoza start because you want to see AOC. That's a terrible take, bro. You can't come out here and say what what I want and what I don't want. I could give a shit less who starts as long as we win football games, bro. I don't care. I want to see a competition. So if they have a quarterback, battling competition, that's fine. May the best man win. I don't want him to start because I don't want to ruin these damn quarterbacks like we constantly do. And like I said, it's not even about that. I don't care if he starts. I just don't feel like Brady's going to be that dude to say, okay, go out there and start day one and go back on everything he said over the last 3, 4 years since he's been on Fox and not playing football. I mean, but if he does, it's all good. You don't think the greatest Raiders quarterback of all time is? Who do I think? It's Derek Carr, bro. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. Not because he played the longest, but it's not about wins and losses. And even that, even wins and losses is still better. Numbers are better. I mean, I think he would say Derek Carr, maybe. Of course. Of course. It's got to be DC. It's got to be DC. I mean, if we're criticizing players for their interceptions or their bad mistakes, then we have to go back and look at the history of the Las Vegas Raiders, and you should know your history. But just go back and look at the stats from the greatest quarterbacks of all time we've had. The Raiders have a couple of quarterbacks, but we haven't had many because we don't draft quarterbacks in the first round. So we haven't had too many franchise guys. Most of our quarterbacks are 3 years, you know, 4 years. Like they're not here for the long haul. It's just not how we do in Oakland, LA, or Vegas. Quick slant, caught, and it's like playing high school football. Everything they do, everything they do just seems to work. Bro, Jim Plunkett won y'all back to back chips. He did. He did. But you really have to go back and look at his numbers those 2 seasons. He was on a great team, man. One of the best defenses of all time, possibly. like, he had speed. He had a running game, right? And you could just throw the ball 80 yards down the field. I love Jim Plunkett. It was one of my favorite Raiders of all time. But you can't say he was the greatest Raider in Raider history because he has 2 chips. Rich Gannon was a better quarterback than Derek Carr. I mean, see, and you think AOC sucks, bro. So I can't really take anything you got to say serious. I mean, I really can't. I love you, Lawrence, but I just can't. We can agree to disagree. But that's just crazy talk. That's just crazy talk, bro. Go back and look at Gannon's career. Go back and look at his career. Look at the teams he bounced around on. Minnesota. Who else? Come on, man. Y'all don't seem to understand football. Football is a product of a system, bro. It's a product of a system. Rich Gannon came in with Jerry Rice, with Tim Brown, with a running game, with a fucking top 10 defense. Any quarterback is going to look great. They ran 5-yard passes, 2-yard slants, 3-yard outs. Once in a while, took a shot down the field. Like, how is Rich Gannon one of the greatest quarterbacks ever for the Raiders? I love Rich Gannon. I love everything he did for the Raiders. But you can't just come up here honestly and saying he was better than Derek Carr. Come on, man. That's crazy. Put Derek Carr on those Raiders teams with Rich Gannon. I mean, with Tim Brown, with Jerry Rice, with that offensive line he had. There's no way. With that defense, Derek Carr's never, ever, ever had a top 20 defense as a Raider quarterback ever. Find me any greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL that won a Super Bowl with a 20th ranked defense. And I'll wait. I'll wait and I'll wait and I'll wait till I die on that shit. um, I'm talking strictly with the Raiders. He was the MVP of the league. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Look at the team though. The team. It's a team game. This ain't tennis. We're not playing golf, right? It's not individual stats. You have to have players around you. Look at Joe Burrow. Are we arguing he's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL right now? But what does the team do? Because they suck. They have a shitty offensive line. They have a subpar run game. They have no defense, right? And he's going to end his career looking like one of the worst quarterbacks in the history of the NFL because of the team he's on. So that's all I'm saying. Rich Gannon was, a plug-and-play guy. I believe the same thing with Mendoza. He was plugged into a great Indiana system, and it fits and it works. Like, you don't have to be the greatest of all time to win Super Bowls, to win playoff games. But what you do have to have is damn good players around you. And Rich Gannon had that. Jim Plunkett had that. Did Derek Carr have that? Come on. His top receivers were a young Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree. For what, a year and a half, 2 years they were together? That's it? Those weren't even Derek Carr's best years. Derek Carr came in and threw for 5,000 yards when he got Devontae. I didn't see Rich Gannon throwing for 5,000 yards. With Jerry Rice and Tim Brown? And who was the tight end? My brain's not gonna work. Who the hell is the tight end? Come on, man. That offense was sneaky good, bro. We had a fullback. We had a running back. They were dominant. Derek Carr has never had a team like that around him. Not even in 2021. He had a pretty damn good team. But that defense was not ranked like Rich Gannon's and Gruden's defense. Now, they weren't tops, but they were, 17th or maybe kind of 20th? Somewhere in there. We can't always look at numbers and look at, MVPs and Super Bowls and who won what. Raider Ryan, what's good? Appreciate you, my guy. You got to look at the team and the coaching staff. Derek Carr, coach after coach after coach after coach. They went out 12-5, bro. You fire his coach the next year? The next year, after going 12-5, you bring in Gruden? Like, if Derek Carr had the same coach most of his career, like Tom Brady, come on, man. The same offensive coordinator for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. Stop playing. What could Derek Carr be? We'll never know. Derek Carr had one of the best O-lines of 2012-4 season. You can get a league MVP because of our defense. Yeah, you don't get the league MVP, but you do get the league MVP because you have Jerry Rice and Tim Brown. Right? Touchdown! Panthers. And it is a football game. 37 seconds left in the half. 17-13. And we might have a second half game. Bryce Young stepping up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't get the MVP for that. But you do get the MVP for having a John Gruden. You do get an MVP for having an offense that is nothing but short yard, run the ball, short yard, take a deep shot, right? 4 or 5 times a game, and most of those worked out because you had Tim Brown. You had Jerry Rice that they had to double. You guys really need a different coach? Well, we don't have one, so how do you feel about Pete Carroll being dismissed? I feel like it was just another wasted year, man. It's just another year wasted by the Las Vegas Raiders since they've been in Vegas. They just can't seem to get shit right. What you want, meow? Why you meowing at me? What do you want? I'm surprised he made it I'm surprised he made it the whole year, really. Just out of respect for his age and, what he's done in this league is the only reason I feel like Pete Carroll made it through the season. Because it was ugly. It was absolutely ugly. Raiders haven't been the same since Madden passed. I think we were bad before that, but yeah, it didn't help. It didn't help. But Madden wasn't even around though. Madden was one of the only Raiders that wasn't, one of the only Raiders alum that wasn't always in the building. He had his own thing. He had Fox, right? He called games. Like he wasn't in the building like all these guys are now. So I'm sure his passing, hurt a lot of people, but I don't think that has anything to do with our downfall. If we draft Mendoza, should we start or sit him behind another quarterback for a little bit? Raider night. That is the conversation we were just having. Lawrence, Leaky T, my guys seem to think that he should start day one. Me, I'm on the fence. You know, I don't know. We'll see if we draft him first. Let's start with that. Let's wait till he gets the Raider jersey on. I'm sure that's the pick. But knowing the Raiders, man, you never know. You never know. This is the Raiders we're talking about. Ball on the 40-yard line, in the gun all day, steps up, nice hitch, nice pass. Caught Devontae Adams. That's a first down at the 45-yard line. 29 seconds left, and it looks like the Rams are going to come down and just score on this play too. You just can't stop them. You can't stop them. But I just don't see how Brady's, how Brady believes that quarterbacks should, sit a year, possibly two, he said, right? But sit a year, develop, learn the NFL, learn the system, have a good quarterback, to show them the ropes, the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts. Ball in the 46. We have two in the backfield, a tight end and a running back. Quick pass, overthrown Puka Nakua, 27 seconds left. So let me know, Raider Knight, what do you think? What do you think? Should he sit? Should he play day one? I should make that a poll, but I don't know how to do that on here. Hold up, let me see if I can find one. No, I think I can only do it on the computer. Wait, let me try this button. If I lose y'all, I'm sorry. If I lose y'all, I'm sorry. I'm just pushing buttons over here. But let me know how y'all feel. If the Raiders get Mendoza, is he ready to start day one? Is he that kind of quarterback, or does he have to wait? Wait a year. To me, I got this to say. Brock Bowers is going to be on his third year. Third. Ashton Genty going to be on his second. A lot of these players are on their third year. Maybe you do have to start him right away to not just waste another season and get him some playtime out there. Golly, you don't see that every day. You don't see that every day. If that was Aiden O'Connell, they'd be screaming, "Get him out of the game! Get him out of the game!" Great pass, led the receiver. Puka had the ball, hit him in his hands, and he drops it. You will not see Puka Nakua drop the ball very many times, if ever. And that's a wide open touchdown. He's walking into the end zone. And this game goes from 17 to 14 to 24-14. Instead, they'll punt with 7 seconds left. We don't have a good quarterback to show him the ropes. Just a bum-ass quarterback with a 70s porn mustache. Yeah, Puka dropped that touchdown, bro. That was crazy. I did not expect that. Let me turn on these lights, yo. It's getting dark. Come on, man. Aiden O'Connell is a bookworm, bro. And I know you hate on Aiden O'Connell. And I don't, maybe because it's the porn mustache or the Jesus shit. Same reason you hate on Carr. I don't know why. I don't know why you hate on these guys. But the dude is a very, very intelligent quarterback. And I guarantee you, if you ask 90% of the players in the building, they're gonna tell you Aiden's the smartest dude in there. Like I've already seen interviews with guys, and they're like, "So who do you go to, for advice as a rookie?" A lot of them have said Aiden O'Connell. They didn't say Geno. They didn't say Pickett. They said Aiden. So if anybody's gonna get you right, I don't think Aiden has enough experience to develop a quarterback. I'm not saying that at all. He don't have any damn play time. He's got 20 games under his belt. So you're gonna have to bring in somebody. I heard some people saying bring in Joe Flacco. I think that would be crazy, bro. Joe Flacco did not develop Shador Sanders at all. In fact, he said he didn't even want to. I think he was it looked like on the sidelines he wasn't even trying to have nothing to do with the young man. Oh, what is it like out here? Oh, that's a bright ass. That's what it's like. You got to draft some beep on the O line. After getting Mendoza, Mendoza should sit for like 6 games and start. I like that too. I like that. I like that a lot. Like the Saints did with Tyler Shuck, like the Giants did with Jackson Dart, right? Let him develop a little bit. Play in the preseason, get out there, see a little bit. I wouldn't go to Gino for spinach for spinach dip recipe. You acting like Gino could cook or something. The only thing Gino cooking is interceptions. That's the only thing that man's cooking up. Mendoza, yeah. But with all the latest coming out, Geno Smith took the Raiders off of all social media. But guess what? He brought them back. He started posting pictures of Pete Carroll, of him and Pete Carroll, and Max Crosby. And now Geno. With all the shit that has come out, right? Spy Tech and not Spy Tech, but the offensive linemen with Geno Smith were having private meetings to get better. Does Geno Smith come back next year, being under contract? Is Mark Davis tired of wasting money? Do you have him at least through camp? Geno will drop the spinach dip on the carpet and then blame it on the rookies to clean it up. Oh my God, bro, I gotta go to a dentist. Holy shit. Man, that is some bullshit. Think I'm gonna die. Think I'm gonna die. Oh my God, bro. All right, so this game is almost to the score of 24-17. Somebody predicted in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Mendoza's gonna set all the franchise records. Set y'all back, franchise back until you get O-line and wide receiver. I can't read, bro. Sorry. Mendoza's gonna set y'all franchise back until you get an O-line and wide receiver talent. I think that's what y'all was trying to say. Uh, it's your son's birthday. Well, happy birthday to the little man, our big man. Happy birthday and early happy birthday to you. Next Saturday, I'll probably see you before then. But happy early birthday. That's cool. That's pretty cool, man. Y'all birthdays are a week apart. That's pretty awesome. What do y'all think about Bryce Young's performance so far? You know, the Bryce Young that Aiden O'Connell his rookie year, drafted fourth overall, outperformed by a huge margin. That Bryce Young, the Bryce Young that got benched in his second, in his second year for for yeah, whatever that dude's name was. I can't think, man. I'm dying over here. This thing's still cold. Cold enough. He's 36. Oh, well. Happy birthday anyway. Happy 36. Good Lord. But Bryce Young, man, it's just another, you know, just goes with what I've been saying, right? They brought this kid in, drafted him first overall. They started the young man. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready at all. It took what? This is his third year in the NFL before Bryce Young started to get it to click, right? Should do some Raiders trivia. Y'all don't know any Raiders trivia. There ain't even no Raider fans in here but two. I'm gonna ask Raider trivia for. I need to get a Raider following first before I can ask some Raider trivia. Um, he been balling up. He been balling up women for decades. Don't make me laugh, dude. Damn it! Stop with the laughter. It's not funny. That is not cold enough. Frank Weber in the building. What's good, my guy? Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate you dropping in. But yeah, if we can get more Raider fans in here in my lives from now on, I'm gonna start going on the computer. I think more than the telephone. And we'll start doing some other things. Some other things. Damn. It looked like they on Fox, bro. They got Grunk. They got damn it, I forgot. Um, they got Grunk. They got the other dude that's always on Fox. Michael Strahan. I can't believe it, Michael Strahan. But they got Gronk, Michael Strahan, Howie Long, Terry Bradshaw, and then the other dude. And they all like a it's like steps. They're all like an inch smaller than the other, a couple of inches. Like it goes Gronk, and then Strahan is just a little bit smaller than him, and then Howie Long was just a little bit smaller than him. I just thought it was funny. Everybody's a different height. It was like a stair step. You gotta smoke until your mouth is fixed. Yeah, yeah, I gotta stop doing that too. Yeah, man. I was fucking around the other day, and it's already damn probably rotten and shit like the rest of my teeth, but I did something and that bitch broke. I had chunks of it, so it's just like a sharp ass piece. That's the only thing left in my tooth. It is. or in my gum. And they want to do surgery to have it removed. And who the hell's got money or the time to miss to go to the dentist and have a damn tooth surgically removed? So it was basically just a hole with a sharp ass piece of tooth stuck in it. You're going to the Green Bay versus Bears game? Stop playing, bro. Almost there now? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to you, man. Send me pics. Send me pics. Send me footage. We'll put it on we'll put it on the YouTube channel. We'll give you credit. Green Bay? I don't know, man. I'd feel a little bit better for you if you was a Bears fan going to that game. I don't know. Green Bay's got a lot of holes. Yeah, tooth is no good. What's left of the tooth? Which it can't hurt any worse than pulling it out because it feels like somebody just stabbing me in my gums right now, anyways. You got Jordan Love back. Yeah, I mean, Love's definitely gonna make a difference, but it's not like their backup wasn't playing well, right? They just having problems getting to the quarterback right now. They're having problems covering. They're struggling with the run game a little bit. I don't know what's up with my guy Josh Jacobs, but I do know one thing: Josh Jacobs in the playoffs. It's gonna be hard to stop. It's gonna be hard to stop. Green Bay's gonna have their hands full. Oh, jeez, Louise. Jeez, Louise. What do y'all feel about Greg Olsen, yo? Greg Olsen, three-time Pro Bowler, Carolina Panthers, has been talks in the news of teams possibly interviewing him for a head coaching job. So this might be the last time you see Greg Olsen on TV commentating the NFL Fox game. He said he feels like he could coach in this league. And there are some teams to be rumored to have interest in Greg Olsen, trying to go the Tom Brady route, trying to go the Matt Ryan route. All right, kickoff will be touchback. Let's go Patriots. When do they play? Tomorrow? Man, you're not funny, bro. This shit hurts. Greg Olsen went to your high school? Hell yeah. Our running game sucks right now. Look for that to pick up, though. Look for that to pick up. I think Josh Jacobs in the playoffs is going to be him. All right, Puka Nakua, stop, hitch, pass. I mean, Puka Nakua. See, my brain's not even working, dog. Incomplete anyways. Matthew Stafford with the drop back. 7-stop drop. Little hitch. Quick throw. And Devontae can't hold on. Great coverage. Might have been a pass interference. Jennings had his arm strapped around his waist. Looked like he was trying to make love to the man. In the gun. They're going to show a blitz. Thrown. And they can't get to Devontae again. And this man is coming to ball. Coming to ball. He got Devontae. Got Devontae on lockdown. Strapped. So who y'all did so who all did your draft? What? What draft? Alright, in the gun, trips to the bottom. Hits, throws, and it's low. In 3 passes in a row, Devontae Adams cannot catch the ball. And Matthew Stafford completed his first 8 passes, and afterwards, it's been a it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. Not Struggle Jennings, but it's been a struggle. I don't know if y'all know who Struggle Jennings is, but it's been a struggle. Where's Candy? She's hiding. Have you heard of Avenged Sevenfold? Yes, I have heard of Avenged Sevenfold. Oh my God. Y'all got to get him out of there. Good Lord. 2 balls in a row. Hit his face mask. This dude got balls on his chin all day long. Alert, alert. Bryce Young changes the play. The 13-yard line. Single backfield. 2 tight end set. Under pressure, rolls out. He's going to keep it. And he will slide short of the first down. You got no balls, bro. You got no balls. I meant, who are the Raiders wanting to draft and get? Well, I mean, all signs are pointing to Mendoza. Mendoza. I still believe like he's gonna have one of his toughest tasks against Miami's defense, and I still believe Carson Beck is gonna have a little bit, a little bit better offense than what these Alabama and Oregon has had against them. But we shall see. That's just how I feel. But it looks like Mendoza, man. I don't see a scenario where it's not Mendoza at this point. Unless, unless that's not Tom Brady's guy, and he's waiting until next year. You know, if you could get 2 or 3 first-round picks, I am all there for that. I am 100% there for that. Incomplete pass in the dirt. What are you doing, bro? Jared Verse is not even human. Not even human, bro. He's not human. Raiders coaching is highly desirable with Genty, Bowers, and Crosby. Facts. Blitz is coming, rolls out, escapes, throws downfield, and he'll throw way out of bounds. Doesn't even give his receiver a shot. Got to get ahead of the sticks. I think that's what everybody says. Not doing bad, Mr. Canales, for you know, first playoff run. A team that's under 500 and probably shouldn't even be here, but they here. Oh, what a pass by Bryce Young. Okay. Caught Tedero McMillan, and they got some chemistry going there, bro. Bryce Young, great pass over the middle. Caught. Damn it, Tedero McMillan. Camera flash. That was their call. That was their. He changed the call to a camera flash. I don't know what that means, but. Would you rather have Verse or Max? Jared Verse? I'm not gonna lie. I ain't even gotta think about it. I really don't. I really don't. He's what, 24 years old? An unstoppable freak of nature. If they put him on the edge, good lord, I think he'd dominate over there too. But yeah, Jared Verse is him. Himothy. He is definitely Himothy. I hope we get Fernando Mendoza. With him and Brock and Max, we will be very good. We should be very good. Would you trade Crosby from 1 round pick? Would I trade Crosby for 1 first-round pick? Nah. That's not even a nah. So here's the deal. If y'all ain't heard it, if you don't know, now you know. The Las Vegas Raiders have said they are willing to talk about trade talks with Max Crosby. They are not shopping Max Crosby, but they are willing to listen. But they also have said, behind the scenes, it starts at 3 first rounds. So, they are willing to move Max, but our team's willing to give up their future for him. All right, trips to the field side. Ooh, false start. You got to throw the ball. Why'd you throw it so quick, man? See, I don't understand that right there. That's the things about Bryce Young, where Aiden O'Connell in that position, I think would be way better, right? You see you got a false start. The dude jumps off, false start. He jumps off sides. You get the ball. And then his first reaction is to stop and wait. Like, nah, bro. Killer quarterbacks, experienced quarterbacks, when they see a guy jump off sides, they make sure they get the ball. And they're taking a shot downfield because those shots, more often than not, can end in a pass interference. They could end in, a touchdown catch. And then he just throws, waited, and then seen somebody was blitzing and throws the ball short. In those situations, Bryce Young's got to be better. Ball on the 46-yard line. Chuba Hubbard up the middle for 3. How did you become a Raiders fan? It's a long story. I was born in Cali. Then moved to Cali when I was, a young kid and just started watching football, playing football in the streets, with my friends in the parks and shit. When I started watching it on TV, that was the team that was in LA. The silver and black, the attitude, the toughness. Al Davis was cooler than a cucumber. Cool like the other side of the pillow, right? Mom's boyfriend used to watch football. He was a Rams fan. And, as a kid, that most kids, if your parents separate and your mom's got a boyfriend, you probably not your favorite person. So I was like, damn, you like the Rams? I'm going to like this team that's all black with silver. It looks nasty over here. And just started watching the Raiders, man. Just fell in love with the Raiders. And then, of course, when I was 8, they won a Super Bowl. And never looked back. Never looked back. Handoff, and he'll jump over the line of scrimmage for 1. Damn. Do you remember me? I'm the girl who played flag football, but now I play in pads. Wide receiver and quarterback. Now you playing in pads? You're still playing flag football though, right? Have to get a head coach and an OC before the draft. I mean, well, that's evident. I mean, yes, you have to. You absolutely have to, and hopefully before that. All right, 1-by-2 single backfield, handoff, and he'll pick up one. 8:39 left in the half. B51 in the building. Appreciate you. And yeah, kind of a little bit. I remember a girl flag football. But you like playing it flag football in pads now? Or are you playing tackle football? That'd be cool. Who do you want to see, Rams or Panthers? My little brother's a Panthers fan. I really don't care. I think the Rams are gonna win, but it looks like the tide has shifted, right? It looks like the tide has shifted. The Rams dominant in the first half with everything they did on offense. Towards the end of the last 2 minutes of the first half, it started falling apart. So far in this half, the Rams haven't been able to get it clicking. On the other hand, the Carolina Panthers seem to found a little something with Tedero McMillan, Bryce Young, and they're starting to get it clicking. The kick is up, and it is good, and we have a tied ball game, 17-17. Yeah, still play flag football too. Nice. See, now it's tied up, so Panthers might win. They very well could. The Rams might have a trouble finishing teams off. The Rams have had trouble finishing teams off. And why? Who is that though? Who is that? I believe that's the Chris Shula guy that everybody in the nation's been hollering for, right? There's been a lot of people saying Chris Shula, and I said I wouldn't mind it if he passes the interview and that's who they go with. But he scares me. He scares me because the Rams defense, man. The Rams defense, they score a lot of points, but they give up a lot also. And like you said, Lawrence, they have trouble putting teams away because towards the end, they start giving up points. The defense, I don't know if they get tired. I don't know what. I play flag football. I joined the tackle football team. It's 10-2. You and my team is the Raiders. Sweet. Nice. Shout out. That's awesome. Good luck to the flag football team. Man, those steel workers are crazy, bro. You see these dudes up on top of buildings, like 80 feet in the air, or 80 stories in the air, with just a little harness and a rope, walking on these beams. Crazy. Next year, the Raiders, all the way, Raider Nation. Let's go, Victor. I love it. Bring back Carr. To back up the new quarterback, we need to fix this now. Well, if we bring back Carr, Mendoza's not beating out Derek Carr. Stop. Now, maybe in a year, after a year, 2 years, Derek Carr doesn't get beat out by many people in the NFL. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in this league. Hurt, not hurt, one shoulder, two shoulders. He's only, 34, 35? He's only Geno's age, 34. I guarantee you he can play better than Geno. I know he's still mobile, more mobile than Geno. Does he have the heart that he used to? Probably not. He plays a little bit scared, but maybe after sitting out for a year, maybe he might put it all on the line and be like, The hell with being intimidated. Let's just go out there and play like we used to. Because let's not forget, I could bring up plenty of film of Derek Carr jumping over people's heads doing flips to pick up first downs. I could plenty of film of Derek Carr putting his shoulder down and not sliding for a first down and taking hits that he shouldn't have took before the injury in 2016. After that, there are some, it's just not as many. Honestly, I might be the first girl to be in the NFL. Hey, that would be sick. That'd be sick. On the for real. Just tell them you learned football from Raiders Unleashed. Ah. All right, let's go. Let's go. Stevie Wonder could play better than Gino, and he can see better too. Oh my God, we still need to fix our offensive line. You know, honestly, why are we still talking about this offensive line? Do we not see how the Indiana Hoosiers, how all these teams in the NFL are winning football games? It's defense. Our defense sucks. Soldier Boy, what's good? All day throws all too high for Puka Nakua, and something happened to Matthew Stafford, bro. Has not been on target. These throws are in front of him, they're above him, they're behind him. They haven't been that good. And I don't know, from a dude that had like 0 drops for the beginning of the season, Matthew Stafford just like, I don't know what happened. It's almost like a movie where he got a phone call at halftime and they say, we have your wife and kids, and if you you're gonna have to throw this game. I mean, damn, bro. I swear, there's got to be some kind of movie. Raiders, purple in the building. Stafford is stressed. He hasn't even had that much pressure though. I'm good, so the football the boys get mad when they try to get me hurt. Man, the hell with them boys. Just run them over. Run them over. Learn to stiff arm. And that's funny. You're gonna have to send me some game footage. Send me some game footage. We'll get your name out there. Send it to me. I'll show it on the YouTube channel, right? I'll make a video. Send me your name. Send me some footage. We'll try to get you out there. He missed 2016 season. We could have went to the Super Bowl. He didn't miss the 16 season. We missed. My bad. I can't read, bro. I can't read. I have this thing over here that's doing this, and my brain is not working at the moment. Not like I could read any other time, but it's not helping. We missed 2016 season. Could have went to the Super Bowl. That was our year. Well, there were some tough teams that year, right? There were some tough teams, but we were clicking. We definitely had it rolling. And I'm pretty sure we would have won that first playoff game and picked up a little bit more momentum. But yeah, that was the best chance we've had since 2002, right? Stafford is stressed. I have a game right now in 15 minutes. Damn. Nice. We'll go out there, put up 3 touchdowns, and have somebody record some footage. Put it on. Boston Manny, roll up. Just got to the stadium. I'm sitting right behind where the Packers are at. Sick. That's awesome. Send some footage for sure. My team is going against the Chiefs for my football game. Nice. Y'all got some flag football Raiders and Chiefs? That's pretty cool. All right, trips to the top. Stafford all day to throw. Finally hits Devontae. And Devontae picks up another 6. Flips the ball in the dude's face as he gets up. Oh, that's funny as shit. A lot of West Coast teams have trouble playing on the East Coast in the second half of the games. The Rams throw too much. Facts. That is facts. You got to run the clock, man. You got to run the clock, and they're not. They haven't been running the ball that much. Can I get stats on this one? Hold on. Picked up Puka Nakua. Christian Rosebone he got some Jesus hair. But the dude could cover as a linebacker, bro. He's made 2 of the last plays broken up. Oh, Matthew Stafford, hands to the face, bro. That's not a penalty? Oh, and he jammed his finger. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. It might be time for Jimmy Garoppolo. He's still out there. Look, throws, dumps down, caught. And Williams will be short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 3. Rebel, I was taught at a quality learning control center saying it was your eye. Quite saying it was your eye. You playing Madden? No, I'm not playing Madden. I'm watching the playoffs. What you mean? Hi, I'm back. Don't call it a comeback. Been here for years. Matthew Stafford all day looks, throws, caught Devontae Adams, and he is rocked. He is rocked. Okay. But he gets right up. And the old man taking a hit. I guess not old man. He's 34. But for the NFL, bro. For the NFL. Incomplete. Flag on the play. But D.A. Devontae Adams. Golly. He thought Jimmy G threw some hospital balls. Yeah, Matthew Stafford just got him one there. Oh! Oh! Helmet to helmet. Oh, yeah. Face to face. Good Lord. Devontae Adams got rocked. I can't throw a football from San Diego all the way to Chicago. You can't? You should try, though. Well, I have to go. I want to practice for the game starts. Yeah, you should practice throwing that football all the way to Chicago. That's a like homeboy over here. Peace out. Good luck. Go get a win. My girlfriend is from Wisconsin and a big Packers fan. She just graduated from medical school yesterday, and this is her present. That's a hell of a present, bro. A wild card playoff game. Nice present. What's up, bro? Aldi Talks. We lose card before the playoffs. Texans 27-14, 2016. Yeah. Yeah, a game that we could have easily won. But, you know, when you got a backup quarterback like, who was it? Matt McGloin? Was it Matt McGloin, the backup? I'm about to go on Madden after this drive. Hell yeah. Oh, I forgot all about that shit. All right. I gotta get Madden. was playing. My son was playing last night, but he only has because he's got the Xbox Pass or whatever. So they give you like the game to check out or whatever for so many hours. So we wasn't gonna buy it until we played all that out, and he was in the middle of playing the game online with somebody and had like 2 minutes left, and he ran out of time. He was pissed. He's like, man, that's some bullshit. So I'm sure we'll be getting it pretty soon. She's pregnant and your kid is expected to come next week? I thought you had one last week. How many babies you got? Wasn't you having a baby last week? What's going on, bro? How many babies you got? How many babies? What if you get mad in 2026? We can go against each other. Yes, yes. Yeah, I gotta get it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. And the Rams take the lead with a field goal, 20-17. 20-17. Yeah, I'll play y'all some Madden, definitely. I'm a little rusty. I don't think I played since the beginning of the season. But I'm still down to beat some ass, right? Aiden O'Connell, Las Vegas Raiders. Bro, we will take on all comers. All comers. So anybody out there thinks you could beat me in Madden? Pull up. Pull up. Jason Ruiz, what up, bro? I'm sorry your team didn't make it to the place. To the place? To the place offs? I'm sorry they didn't too, man. I'm really, really tired of my team not making it to the playoffs. But, I do have one thing going for me this year. That is my Arkansas Razorbacks basketball. They are 12-3. They have played 5 top 25 teams. 6 top 25 teams? 6 top 25 teams, I do believe. So, yeah, Arkansas Razorback, woo, Pig Suey is alive and popping. And if you like college basketball and you want to watch one of the most funnest teams in all of college basketball, it is the Arkansas Razorbacks. You have to go watch them Hogs. They are just ridiculously good. They have Denarius Acup, the best freshman point guard in all of college basketball, averaging 26 points a game, like 6 assists. The kid is just an absolute dog on the court, straight menace. And the whole team, man, like everybody on the team is going to be in the NBA. This whole team is going to be NBA. Not this year. There's only a couple seniors, but there's 2 freshmen that probably will come out early and probably be in the first round. Like, Arkansas Razorbacks play fun basketball. So anytime y'all get a chance, if you're a basketball fan, go check out my Hogs. Oh. KC versus the Raiders, we could do that anytime. 45-7. Yeah, that's probably how much I'll beat you by. It's probably like that. All right, takes the kickoff to the 20, to the 30, makes a man miss, and he'll only pick up another Uno. Oh, good Lord. Ow, that was my leg. Do not hit that button. Fuck. I just disappeared on y'all. Shout out to the 13 people in the building. Like, subscribe, share it with your people if you know Raiders fans, if you know Carolina fans, or if you know Rams fans, Lambs fans. Share this with your people. Tell them to pull up, conversate, come talk ball. I'm not getting 45. No, I don't think so, bro. You ain't scoring 45 against my defense. You have lost your mind. I average 4 picks a game. 4 picks a game. Don't throw the ball on me. I'm gonna pick off everything you throw. Don't try to run it on me. My linebackers are quick. All right, trips to the top. Ball on the boundary side. He throws to the boundary side out of the backfield, and he will pick up 6 before he is wrestled out of bounds. And they will start from there. 4:02 left in the third. 20-17. Or if you don't know, now you know. No. Not getting. I already said that, bro. You ain't getting nothing. Come on, man. You ain't getting 45 on me. Please, dog. Please. This is not happening. All right. Under the gun. 2-man backfield. I'm not sure if they got a tight end back there. Or if that's their damn, or if they got a fullback. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Kind of look like a tight end. Damn, Carolina lost 3 of their last 4 games. Geomex in the building. Carolina lost 3 of their last 4 and made it to the playoffs at a 7-8 record, or whatever their record is, 7-8, or whatever the fuck, I don't know, but it's trash ass record. 7-9. The hell were they? S lad. Yeah. You suck on me balls. What it do, Geomex in the building, man? How was your week? How's your weekend going? Who you rooting for? If you watching the game or not watching the game, it's 2017 Rams. Rams, no lad, no shit, Sherlock. Right? These people are geniuses, man. I wish they'd predict a Super Bowl or something. All right, you got trips to the top. Ball in the middle of the field. 4th and 4. Empty set. Pressure, escapes, runs around, and he will throw incomplete. And you got to do better, Bryce Young. You got to do better. So again, the 3rd time in a row, or not in a row, but the 3rd time this game, they tried for it on 4th down. They are 0 for 3 on 4th down. What I got, you got to give it to your mama. Please take Dante Moore. Come on, man. You know. I've tried to tell y'all. Dante Moore. Rebels' evaluation is he's a year off. He's a year off. He needs to stay in school another year. He needs more starts under his belt. He needs to see different defenses. He needs to see different teams. He's only played or started against 13 NFL or 13 college teams. That's not a lot. There's 250, however many colleges are out there. He's only played 13 of them. So it's not a lot of starts. Or he's up to like 14 or 15 now. The dude needs more starts. Dante Moore is going to be a damn good quarterback. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Ole Miss quarterback you would take over Dante Moore. Well, Ole Miss quarterback, Mr. Trinidad Chambliss, has more starts. Maybe not in Division I, but he still has more starts as a starting quarterback in college football. So he has more experience. He has less interceptions. He has less turnovers. I think Trinidad Chambliss is farther along than Dante Moore, if you want my honest opinion. I really do. I think he holds up under pressure better. I think he's, seen more defenses, different styles of defenses, and I like Trinidad Chambliss. I would take him, not in the 1st round, but if I was the Raiders, I would trade back and I would take Trinidad Chambliss. I think if you wanna compete in the AFC West, You could possibly do it with Fernando Mendoza, right? But you got to have the greatest offensive line because the AFC West has three of the best defenses in football that get pressure on the quarterback. So you're going to have one of the top 10, top 10, top 5 offensive line in the NFL. Is there enough free agents out there that they can do that overnight? The answer is no. It's absolutely no. That's why this is a rebuild, and Spytek said it was a rebuild. Handoff up the middle, picks up 8. So with that being said, right, if you're just going to rebuild, if you're just going to sit Fernando, that's fine. Don't draft him. Trade back, get 2 or 3 first-round picks, build your defense, build your offensive line, draft Trinidad Chambers in the second if he's there. Move back up into the first if you have to. Whatever you got to do. But if they're going to sit for 1 year, why not let a guy that has higher ceiling than Mendoza sit for a year and develop? Sacked. And this Carolina's defense is on fire. So that's just my take. I feel like it would be wise if you're in a rebuild to take a chance on a guy like a Trinidad Chambers. I mean, he played his ass off against a Miami defense that's pretty solid. And we'll see what Mendoza does against this Miami defense, like I've said, since last night. This Miami defense ain't no joke either. Yes, they're, Akeem Mesidor is probably out. I don't know for a fact. That's going to be a big problem. 3rd and 12. Trips to the bottom. Ball on the field side. Devontae X throws to X, and it is intercepted. Intercepted. Carolina Panthers will take over on their own. I don't know yet. 20-17, 114 left. And the Carolina Panthers are in business. And Matthew Stafford, man, he hurt his hand. He got rocked on the play before, got sacked, was absolutely just leveled. Head hit the ground sideways. And he just throws this ball short as hell. He doesn't give Devontae a chance. Devontae got his guy cooked. Put the, Devontae put the on him. Gave him the 1-2. Fake to the inside, back to the outside, and then up the field. So he didn't know what he was doing. He was like, oh shit, he's going to break to the outside, right? It's an out route. Nah, Devontae faked that too and cut up the field. It was wide open. Matthew Stafford just short-armed it, and they will take over on the 38-yard line. Handoff Chubbard. He's going to stiff arm, and he'll be tackled for a 1-yard gain. How do you guys fix that O-line? I don't know, man. I don't know. If it was me, but this is a rebuild, right? This is a rebuild. So you're not going to fix it overnight, right? There's not enough free agents to go and get that aren't, 32, 34, 36 years old. That's why they're free agents. They're getting up there. They're past their prime as an offensive lineman, no matter what their name is. There's a reason they're free agents. There's a reason they're not getting re-signed. Oh, my God. Pass over the middle. Caught 30, 20, 15, 10. Out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And the Carolina Panthers are in business. Down 3. So, the offensive line, man, you gotta give guys continuity. You gotta give them a chance. If you go out and get one in the second round, is he gonna be better than the guys that already have a year of so-called development? Because let's be honest, this offensive line coach was absolutely trash last year, and you gave guys a lot of bad habits. It's gonna be hard to overcome and fix those bad habits. Once NFL players learn bad habits, they always revert back to those bad habits, right? When the pressure's on, when something's not going right. No matter what position you play, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tackle, offense, it doesn't matter, right? Safety, it doesn't matter. When you have bad habits, you always revert back to those bad habits when shit goes south, when you're out of breath, when you're tired, when teams are just physically dominating you. It's just in the mind. It's what happens. So, being taught bad technique, bad zone schemes, bad blocking schemes for a whole entire offseason and a season, it's going to be hard for these guys to, you're not going to turn them around overnight. Do you let them all go and bring in all new offensive linemen? I don't think that's the right way to go. I think there's a lot of promise in Charles Grant. I think there's huge promise in JPJ. I think there's huge upside in Caleb Rogers. I believe these guys can play. So you got to take time. I'd say put JPJ at center. I'd put Caleb Rogers where he played at right tackle. I would go and try to find a replacement for DJ Glaze. Nothing against DJ Glaze, but if you have him as a backup, that's a solid offensive line, right? Take DJ Glaze, say, look, you're going to compete for this right tackle spot. We're going to go draft a right tackle, in the first or second round, and if he's better than you, obviously you're taking a back seat, right? The other guard, left guard, Parham is not it. Is it Meredith? Let him compete, right? Parham is in his contract year. More than likely, some team's going to, offer him a bunch of money knowing that he's had ups and downs. He has promise. You can play center. You can play right guard. You can play left guard. Dylan Parham is going to get a job somewhere, and I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I see Dylan Parham moving on, unless the Raiders believe that he could be that guy. And I just don't think he showed enough. I know for a fact on film he showed enough to say he's not that guy. So if I'm the Raiders, I'm moving on. Right? You let Dylan Parham go. You have Colton Miller there. You have, there's a bunch of guards in this draft. You could go get a couple of guards. I talked about them earlier. If you go get a guard in this draft that is, first or second round that can start right away, then I think you have a solid foundation. You have DJ Glaze as a backup. You have, whoever else we brought in as a backup. Maybe you put Caleb Rogers, or Charles Grant at the right tackle spot, or maybe you just continue to develop him behind Colton Miller because Colton Miller's had nothing but injuries, the last 2 years, a shoulder, then this year the ankle. So maybe you just continue to develop that man behind him. All right, ball on the 10-yard line. Little play action. Caught. Breaks a tackle. Oh, and he'll pick up 2 more, but he will pay for that. Landon man will get a penalty, targeting, but Landman leveled the shit out of him. He won't try to turn around and pick up 2 meaningless yards again. I guarantee you that. Unleashed Raiders, 10 months? Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks for your loyalty, for your support. Continue to, I know it's less than a cup of coffee, but $2.99 a month for, 10 months. That's solid commitment. I appreciate you. I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate you trying to help this channel grow. Keep the lights on because it's a dark place sometimes. So thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it. But yeah, so that's how I fix this offensive line. I'm putting JPJ at center. I'm putting Caleb Rogers at right. Handoff up the middle. Touchdown, Carolina. And this is a whole new game. 4th quarter starting. Matthew Stafford a little banged up. Doesn't look like himself. Could Carolina Panthers come in and upset the Los Angeles Rams? A team that lost their last 3 games of the season and snuck into the playoffs because of teams they needed to lose lost? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So let me know in the comments below. Do you think Carolina can pull this out? Or will the Rams and Sean McVay find a way? Let me know. So, I think left guard is our only, question mark right now. If I'm being honest, I think we have a backup, to Colton Miller and Charles Grant, but I really believe Charles Grant, should play. Do the Raiders just for shits and giggles, right? Do you put Charles Grant at left guard and let him get some run there? That way you have a guy, for the future that, if something happens or, whatever, however it works out. Maybe Charles Grant turns out to be a better, left guard than a left tackle. It's possible. Maybe he turns out to be a better right guard than DJ Glaze. I mean, a right tackle than DJ Glaze. So I think there's promise on this offensive line. I think you need to bring in another vet. But again, like I said, most of these guys are, the guys that have played for a while that are free agents are 30. I think the average age is 30. There's a couple of guys that, have been bounced around the league for a long, long time that are, in their, 27, 28. There's not a lot of offensive line free agents. So you're going to have to go through the draft. And if you do that, it's going to take time. So we just got to have patience and just let them build this shit, man. If the Panthers pull this off, right? Stephen Sullivan, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Facts. It don't matter what quarterback you draft if the O line can't block, right? It's a fact. It's a fact. And as much as people in here, Lawrence wants to hate on ALC, if you gave him an offensive line like they have with the New England Patriots, come on, man. If you give them an offensive line, even like they have with the Rams, bro, it's a whole nother story. So yeah, offensive line in the trenches means everything, especially developing a quarterback. You definitely want them developing, you know, in front of an offensive line that has continuity and chemistry. We don't have that, man. We don't have that. So it could work out to have all these new guys, new coaches, everybody learning on the same page together for the next 5 years and grow. Or you could do it the smart way and have an offensive line that's at least established 1 year and has continuity with each other, that knows the game plan, that knows the system, and can help your quarterback out. Panthers have been the most impressive rebuild. They're still in a rebuild. I mean, they're still rebuilding. So the fact that they're in the playoffs is crazy. But to win the division and compete against the MVP caliber quarterback and the coaching staff, no doubt front office earned its stripes this year. 100%, Gio. 100%. Yeah, Dave Canales he's a coaching mofo, bro. He's a coaching mofo. What tree does he come from? All right, kickoff Rams. They will be out to the 34-yard line. Raiders straight cheeks. Yeah. I hope every one of y'all that come in talking shit about my Raiders come back in 2 years. Or come back next year. What's your team? Raiders are straight cheeks. Who do you rep? What's your team? Let me guess. The Browns? Let me guess. The Chargers? The Broncos? Who's your team, man? Who you root for? If my team's cheeks, who's yours? Geomex is uncircumcised. Why are you looking at Geomex's dick, bro? That's just freaky shit. Panthers defense is good. Yeah, their defensive coordinator is good. They got some dogs on defense. They even stole one from my Raiders. The Raiders. Oh, Joe makes funny as hell. Always Rebel, you are the best. Appreciate you for the $2 holla. All right, in the gun. Quick throw over the middle. Caught by Devontae Adams. And he is to the 41-yard line. And the Rams come out hot. Vikings. Come on, Rebel. You should give ALC the 97 Cowboys O-line. And he couldn't do shit. Bro, I really got to question your ball skills when you say shit like that, Lawrence. I really do, man. I really do. Like, that's crazy talk. Crazy talk. The right coach can make next season competitive and expectative for the fans. Why does it keep moving? Damn it. I hate when it does that shit. The right coach can make the next season competitive and excited for the fans to expect good things. Yes, 100%. The right draft, the right players, the right people, right coaching staff, all of that I think needs to happen. But I'm patient. I'm patient. I think Spytek did exactly what he should have flipping did last year. He said, "This is a rebuild. We're gonna rebuild this shit the right way." I'm good with that. I'm not expecting nothing next year. I'm not even gonna give no record predictions because I don't give a shit. I don't care as long as we look better. As long as it looks like a better product on the field. As long as it looks like they're an NFL flipping team and not a bunch of pansies out there playing, in the identity of a 74-year-old coach that wants to pat everybody on the ass and hug everybody and love on everybody. This is football. This is not buttercup, playtime, love time. Like, this is football. So we need a coach with an identity to bring in some kind of, even don't have to be the head coach. It's got to be somebody on the staff. Has to have that intensity, that fire, all day to throw. Intercepted. Oh, he drops it. Oh, my God. Nick Scott had an interception in the end zone in his hands, and he drops the ball. And that would have been a huge, huge momentum shift. Not like they already didn't have one, but oh my God, great play by Puka Nacua though. That was okay. That was in his hands, but Puka Nacua played defender. He's like, bro, I could play DB too. Great play by the receiver to break that up. All right, in the jumbo set. You got Devontae up top. The ball is on the field side. Man in motion. Handoff. First down on 4th and 1. What else we got? ALC with the Raiders 2016 offensive line would get the Raiders to the playoffs. But he would too get hurt like Carr. Raiders quarterbacks are not are made of fucking fiberglass or glass. Yes, they are. They are definitely. They need to do something with the strength and conditioning coaches. And I'm really disappointed in the Raiders staff, in the Raiders coaching staff, in all those dudes, bro. In all those dudes. In all those dudes. If you look at a coaching staff that has not just one quarterback, but 3 quarterbacks on the team that not one of them knows how to slide. Not one of them knows how to get down and slide. They never played baseball. Like, nobody on the coaching staff's ever played baseball. The first thing I'd be teaching Aiden O'Connell, Geno Smith, and Kenny Pickett is, damn, if you're going to run the ball, learn how to slide, bro. That's how Aiden O'Connell's been hurt twice trying to slide. Falling on his knee. Like, they got no athleticism. And, for that, I could care less of, who the quarterback is. But if you got an offensive line that's going to give your guy a pocket, I'll take AOC all day. But without one, man, I don't want him running because he can't slide. He's going head first. And you come up a yard short. It just makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Hostetler, what? What are we talking about? Hostetler. Hostetler, Brooks, Tui, Sopo, Campbell, Carr, AOC. You can't say that about Hostetler, bro. You can't say that about the Hoss. The Hoss was a dog. He was straight lower his shoulder and run people over. That was before they were allowed to slide or even knew how to slide. But the rest of them, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. But Hostetler was a beast, man. I loved Hostetler. He got hurt because he was, he had no fear. He had no fear. Hostetler was a dog, bro. I was ecstatic when he came from the Giants. Played with Phil Simms for a while underneath Phil Simms, and then Phil Simms got hurt. Then Hostetler, I believe, took him to the playoffs. And then ended up, coming to the Raiders. Pass over the middle, caught, touchdown Rams. And it's a new ball game, 27-24, with 8:47 left in the game. Injuries killed our seasons. Injuries killed a lot of our seasons, man. A lot of our seasons. Yeah, Jeff Hostetler was one of my favorite players when I was, not a kid, but when I was younger, I was ecstatic. I love that dude. Watching what he did over there with the Giants and shit was impressive. It was impressive. Oakland should not have left Oakland. Injuries killed this season. You know, you keep saying that, but my memory don't serve me great. But didn't Derek Carr get hurt at home? Didn't he break his leg at home on that shitty ass field they had in the Coliseum? Hostler was 7-0 in '95. Got hurt against the Cowboys. Finished 8-8 and missed the playoffs. Oh, I remember. It was the year after I graduated, or was supposed to graduate. But however that works. You guys got the first pick next year. Yes, we do. We do have the first pick next year, and I'm 4 months is going to be the longest 4 months of my life, right? I cannot wait till April. I wish I could just fast forward time, hit a fast forward button to the draft, because it's going to kill me, right? The anxiety, the not knowing who the coach is going to be, which way we're going to go. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. My first team didn't do that good either. It's the Commanders. Your first team? What, you traded teams? Mendoza going to have the Raiders and Harbaugh. Harbaugh is not coming to the Raiders, bro. Harbaugh is not coming to the Raiders. Let me tell y'all right now. There's a reason why the Raiders are bringing in these big names. If they do bring in Harbaugh, which they haven't yet, they're just trying to pick their brain. But the Raiders already know. Harbaugh said to go to Cleveland. He wants 20 M's. 20 M's on the mini. $20 million minimum to go coach the Cleveland Browns. He also wants $10 million for his staff. He also wants complete control over the roster in the draft. Now, tell Tom Brady that you're bringing in a guy not only to coach the team, but to be the GM and take over his minority ownership plans and what he's trying to do. Not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. Spytek will never be on board with that. Brady will never be on board with that. So for there, I say Stefanski, Harbaugh. I would even venture to probably say right now Raheem Mostert is off that list. Not Raheem Mostert, the other Brian Flores, the other Raheem that just got fired. I think all those dudes are off the list. I really think the Raiders have it narrowed down. I really feel like it's Kubiak, it's Mike LaFleur, which they can't interview until maybe possibly they lose this game. And I'd be very happy if the Carolina Panthers did win this game, because that means the Rams are out of the playoffs, and that means it's open season on their coaching staff, and they have a passing game coordinator that I talked about many, many times on this channel, and they also have an offensive coordinator that doesn't call plays in Mike LaFleur, and I would take both of those guys in a minute. A lot of people say they would take Shula, but, I mean, if you're looking at this defense, they've given up 24 points to the Carolina Panthers. I don't know about all that. Carr was 12-2. The Broncos beat the shit out of us, and the Chiefs won the division. Yeah. Tom Brady wants Harbaugh? No, he does not. Tom Brady does not want Harbaugh. Unless Tom Brady, hey, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know everything, right? There could be a possibility where Harbaugh, where Tom Brady says, I'm washing my hands of the Raiders, right? I'm going to continue to do my shit in the booth, and I'm going to continue to make my money for Fox, and I'm going to bring in a guy like Harbaugh that knows everything. but I don't really think he would undermine Spytek like that. I don't think Spytek is, here 5 years to have Harbaugh come in and play general manager and head coach. It just doesn't make sense to me. Raider Rob, what's good? Appreciate you. So it just doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense to bring in a guy like Harbaugh, not with Brady in the building. Now, if Brady wasn't the guy and Brady wasn't minority owner and didn't have his hands, in every little thing that the Raiders are doing, then I could see a guy like Harbaugh. But I just don't see the Raiders, Tom Brady or Spytek giving up $20 million. I don't see Mark Davis paying him $20 million a year with all the people he's going to have to pay over the next couple years. Screen caught, and he will go nowhere. He will lose 2. 8 minutes left. And Byron Young with another play. The Byron Young, the Raiders really wanted to draft it, but they drafted the wrong one. Robert Pena, the OG Godfather in the building. Salute my guy. What to do? That was a bad play call. That was a horrible play call. Like, come on, man. Y'all got momentum. You took the lead. Then you gave up the lead. You want Kubiak? If Kubiak's the coach, look for a car reunion in some way. Deep down the field. Caught. Oh, he dropped it. Dropped it. He had it on the sideline. Spytek learned a lesson. He needs a puppet as a head coach. Exactly. That's why I think Davis Webb, guys like that don't have experience. Some of these guys that are passing game coordinators that are in their 30s, I believe I think that's the way the Raiders are looking. I really feel like Tom Brady wants somebody that, he can manipulate, control, mentor into what he wants a head coach to be. I believe that's the way the Raiders are going. So if it's on me, I say all the big name coaches I believe are out, right? Kubiak's a big name, but he's not an experienced head coach, right? I think guys that have been there, done that, I don't think are on the Raiders list. I really think they're trying to, go a younger route and, have everybody in the building with the same vision, on the same game plan, walking the same direction on the same highway until this shit gets right. That's just what I feel. But hell, what do I know? More than I don't know. I'll tell you that. Dum, 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 dum. All right, let's back to this game. These damn commercials. I don't know why I keep doing this. All right, ball on the 18-yard line. Handoff. And they're finally going to run the ball with a lead. And he will pick up 4, possible 5. And Blake Corum is starting to be a little bit of piece of this, Sean McVay system. $16:45 left, 27-24 in the fourth quarter. It is 2nd and 6. Under center. Stafford with the drop back. Got all day. Caught Puka Nacua in the triple coverage. And there is 3 Carolina Panthers laying on the ground because they all said into each other. That's a hell of a throw. I don't know how Puka Nacua escaped that. Only 2 Panthers down. 1 is up. The other 2 are still looking at their heads. I don't know what that says. Puka. I would love Derek Carr on the building to mentor Carson Beck. Raiders have to trade down. They need elite prospects. I'm not mad at that either. Like I said, you know how I feel about Carson Beck. I think he's the most NFL-ready quarterback in this draft right now. Now, Fernando Mendoza could be, right? He's had enough snaps. He's killed it in the big playoff moments, but he's never been down. They've never had to play from behind, right? What does Mendoza have when he's losing a game? Where's Mendoza's mindset and his accuracy when they're down 14 or 17 in a game? We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that. And I don't want to see that for the first time in the NFL. So I hope to God the Miami Hurricanes come out hot and make this a game so we can see a different side of Fernando Mendoza, not a guy, that doesn't have to worry about turning the ball over or making a mistake because he's up by 3 touchdowns and his defense gets him the ball inside the 40-yard line of the opposing team, right? Over and over again. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind a Carson Beck, man. I wouldn't mind a Carson Beck. I would really rather a Trinidad Chambliss. If we're going that direction to sit for a year and we're developing the quarterback in the future of the Raiders in the style of Tom Brady or whoever that guy is, then it doesn't have to be Mendoza. And I think his value should still be on the trading block, man. That's a lot of value. All day, Matthew Stafford throws into coverage, almost picked off. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad at Derek Carr at all. At this point, I would take AI as head coach. You would take AI as head coach. I don't know how that's working out for the Giants right now. I think that GM Schoen is going to be down the road very, very soon. I can't believe that dude came out and said that, he's evaluating players through AI. Fucking stupid. Let's ask Gronk. Hey, Gronk. Like, that's crazy shit to me, bro. Absolutely crazy. And AI could probably run this team better than some of these teams, though. Except their info is never up to date. I mean, shit. I asked it yesterday. Give me the top 10 coaches you think would be best for the Raiders. They said Mike Vrabel, Ben Johnson. Did I not put dabs in there? Damn. You have AI out here trying to hire head coaches that already have jobs because they didn't do the background shit. Mendoza got rattled and made mistakes, but his team covered his ass. Oregon killed themselves. Geo Mix, somebody that understands football, right? That team had the breath sucked out of them from the jump. They still stayed in there and fought. But Indiana's defense is just way too much. Punts blocked, and the Rams recover. Blocked punt. And these Carolina Panthers are looking fun, dude. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers. Thank you for making this a playoff game. And maybe some of these young coaches need to be looked at. Who's the offensive coordinator? Let me find out right now. Might be looking at some of these cats. Dave Canales' team got him fired up. Who is the offensive and defensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers? Let's see if it gets it right. Oh, Brad Idzik. Oh, well, he's already going to get some coaching jobs. From the little birdie in my ear. He's already on some people's list. So I was wondering why we haven't heard any of the names, but I forgot they were in the playoffs. Oh, damn. Brad Idzik. Quick pass, Tedero McMillan up the middle on a slant, caught, and he will pick up the first down and another 10 on top. Offensive coordinator working alongside head coach Dave Canales, who has previously worked with Tampa Bay and Seattle. I asked the question earlier. Where is that Dave Canales tree from? You know it's that Pete Carroll tree. Come on, you know it is. No, it is. Handoff up the middle, Chuba. And Chuba's going to pick up 5. He's pushing 6, 7. And he's going to end up with 8 yards as the offensive line just comes in and takes over that run. Shout out Carolina Panthers out here doing business. Use John Madden AI. What is that? John Madden AI. All right, 3:02 left in this game. Down by 3, 27-24. It is 2nd and 3. The Carolina Panthers are in business. They got the clock moving. Bryce Young is 20 for 34 with 257 yards and an eye tizzle. And he almost had an eye tizzle right there. Damn. That's a hell of a play by the defender. I like this landman. Who the hell is landman? I didn't even knew they had a landman. Linebacker is getting it, bro. Getting it. Pressure on the quarterback. Jumps out of the building to get a hand on the ball to tip it. So it's short. And that was almost intercepted. And this game would have been done. Third and 3. 2:43 left. Carolina. It's on the 7-yard line. Trips to the top. He looks. He throws. Caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Sweet Caroline. Things have never seemed so good. So good. So good. Damn. Damn. And the Carolina Panthers and old Davey Canales and Brad Idzik are coming up with the plays, coming up with the calls, moving the pocket, moving the chains, having the defense on their heels. And they are up 30-27, barring the extra point, 31-27. What a hell of a ball game. What a hell of a ball game. I'm glad I could be here with y'all and y'all could be here with me and we could be a part of this together. Because this could be an upset in the making. It's going pretty good. Be going better if my Raiders were in the playoffs at 7 and 9 or whatever the hell they made it in the playoffs at. Hey Siri, what was the Carolina Panthers record this year? They were 8 and 9 right now. That is first place in the NFC South. I don't know why she sounds like this, but I think she is British. I have a British Siri. I wonder if I could make my Siri sound like Forrest Gump. That'd be funny as hell, bro. You over here dying. You don't like my British accent? The hell? I thought it was a good British accent. It sounded pretty good to me. Maybe it's Australian. I don't know. All right, the kick is up. They will receive it at the 8-yard line to the 20, to the 25. And he will be pushed out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And the Los Angeles Rams and Matthew Stafford with Puka Nacua and Davante Adams will take over there. Oh, dying from the migraine? You should take something for it. Not today, soldier. She don't feel good. Don't be playing with her, soldier boy. Woo, got that soldier boy now. Woo, crank that soldier boy. Say, woo. Oh. Yeah. All right, in the gun. Stares down his receiver all day looking at Puka. And it is caught. He is picking up 7. Picking up 7 on the play. And this game is in business. Matthew Stafford has struggled A little bit in the second half. Nice last drive. We got 2-by-2. Stafford looks to the left. He throws. Caught. Davante Adams at the 45-yard line. It was like a 79-year-old short, chubby British. What the fuck? With bronchitis? That's messed up, bro. That's messed up, dog. Why you wanna make somebody laugh, man? I sound like a fat British guy that's 79 with bronchitis. Oh, Jenny. Oh, Jenny. Oh, these damn commercials. It's like every 2 seconds, bro. They flipping run a play commercial. Run a play commercial. Run a play commercial. Run a play commercial. Damn commercials. Hey, has the other game started yet? Take some what? Laxatives? How's that gonna help with a toothache? Wait, what? Wait. How does that work? How does that work? Cause I'll be sitting on the toilet shitting my guts out, my mouth won't hurt no more? What the fuck you mean, bro? Oh God. Y'all messed up, bro. Y'all messed up. Y'all messed up. Let's smoke. Is the other game on yet? I'm gonna look while it's a commercial real quick. I'm gonna look. Wait, did I start this? Okay, make sure. What time's the other game start? Arkansas Razorbacks and Auburn Tiger. What the flipping what? What? Oh, that was yesterday's game. I was gonna say, what the hell? Am I missing my Razorbacks? Is the other game not on here? Is it on something else? Do we have to have like 85 flipping cable channels to watch this? To watch the rest of these playoffs? Because why the hell do I pay for YouTube TV? Does it not count in the damn playoffs? Where's the other game? If it doesn't come on this shit, I'm gonna be pissed. Hold on, I gotta look down here. Now playing. That's that one. Sunday. Bullshit. Where's this other game? Oh, come on, man. Why y'all doing me dirty like that? Some bullshit. So I can't even watch both games at once. It's on Prime? Man. NFL is trash, bro. Y'all are dirty. If y'all watching this, if you hear this, if you see this, I'm going to tag you in it. Y'all are dirty as hell, bro. You greedy ass, money hungry grabbing. Fucking clowns, bro. Clowns. Y'all don't get enough? Y'all don't get enough? Come on, man. You got YouTube. You got whoever, Prime Video. Got DirecTV. I mean, Jesus. Y'all make thousands of dollars for a ticket in Vegas. And we still got to pay to watch these games, bro. Absolutely crazy. Dropped Davante Adams. Had the first down and he can't hold on. And Davante might be the demise of the Rams, bro. Maybe they want to throw the ball somewhere else. Slips, hit him right in his gut. It was low. Oh, that was a Derek Carr Davante catch right there. He felt the defender coming at his back, and he tried to curl up so he didn't get smacked. And he didn't catch it. That's what happens when you get hurt in the NFL, or you take hospital balls. You get timid. That was a timid catch by Davante. Trips to the top. Quick pass throw. It's tipped. Caught.
Konate Munfield with the first catch of the day. 53 seconds left. Down by 4. First down. Whether people are talking protest, I hate politics. What? All day to throw. Over the back shoulder. Caught! Touchdown, Rams! Oh my God, what a catch! Holy shit! What a catch by Parkinson's! The timeout. He don't have Parkinson's, but damn, what a catch! What a catch! Turn, twist, stay in bounds on the tiptoe, and the Rams could be possibly moving on from a great play by a young tight end. What a throw. What a catch. What a call by Sean McVay. And he is fired up. And the Rams will take a 34-31 lead with 38 seconds left. All timeouts for Carolina. The situation is building. The Rams, will they move to the next round of the playoffs? Or can the Carolina Panthers, with 3 timeouts, 34 seconds, come down and possibly get them in field goal range to at least try to make an overtime game? But 34 seconds. You do have Tedero McMillan. Dodgers, Rams, Lakers, it's not effing fair. What a hell of a football game, bro. What a hell of a football game. Shout out to both teams, no matter what happens in this football game. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young. Shout out to the offense, the defense. Shout out to the Rams and Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, dropping passes, and they are still in business. Crazy, crazy shit. Hell of a football game. If you ain't been here the whole time, you missed it. You missed it. All right, the kick is up. It is caught at the 4. He is to the 15, the 20, the 25. Makes a man miss. Stiff arm to the 30. He'll be out 29. And the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young will start at the 38-yard line. Or 28-yard line. Yes, I am dubba-dabbin' doing. Dabba-dubba-dabbin'. Dabba-yabba-doobin'. Something. I don't know. Ow! 21 of 36, 264 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 INT for Bryce Young on the day. Trying to lead his team with 31 seconds down. Under pressure. He's going to roll out. He's going to stand, take a hit. And I don't know who he was throwing the ball to. There was nobody there but Rams defenders. That was a wasted play. And those are plays you cannot have by a third-year quarterback. That is not better than the AOC. Damn it. No more being funny. Oh, took a shot. But Jared Verse. Helmet to the stomach. He's going to feel that in the morning. All right, trips to the top. They are in spread offense. 2 receivers to the bottom. Ball on the boundary side. Rolls out. Avoids pressure. He's going to throw. And it's an ugly, wobbly duck at the feet of Tedero McMillan. And he doesn't give him a chance. And they are running out of time. Instead of gaining yards, they've gone negative or 0-0. 17 seconds left. Down by 3. 31-34. 3rd and 10. Can the Carolina Panthers pull it out? It does not look like it. It does not look like it. Navy vet in the building. What to do, my guy? Appreciate you popping in. All right, we got trips to the top. We got Tedero in the X at the bottom. Stands in the pocket, throws, and it is overthrown. And it'll be 4th down. And the Carolina Panthers have one shot with 12 seconds remaining, 31-34, 4th and 10. And it looks like the Los Angeles Rams, even though all the struggles they had in the second half, come out, pull it out, answer every time they need to answer. Sean McVay with the still great play calling. And the Rams, barring the 12-second miracle, will face the next opponent. And I don't know who that opponent is. But we'll find out. What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Colin Boo Boo plays for sure. I don't know why they're not going downfield. I mean, with that much time, the play calling looks like they were waving a white flag to me. I mean, you had the ball at the 28. You only need 40 yards to get into field goal range. But now you have one play because you wasted 3. Makes no sense. They're rushing 3. They got 3 on the line. Showing 4. And they send 5. Young. Oh, and it's dropped. Oh, my God. How do you drop that? And the Rams survive and will advance to the next round. And that dude might have to be on watch. Golly. Horn Jr., the Colorado rookie wide receiver that played with Shador Sanders, had a chance to catch the ball if he would have just slid into it. Instead, he tried to stay up, tried to catch it and make a play, and he just couldn't make the catch. I hate it for kids like that, man. Had a chance to be the hero, and instead you're the 0. And now you might have to, keep an eye on a kid. Because not cost your team that wasn't down to that play, but some people feel like that or believe like that. Could have kept your team alive. Couldn't do it. Shout out to the Rook. Good try. Hell of a game. 31-34. The Rams win. Can't believe he dropped it. Great game. Panthers played well. Yeah, they played very, very well, man. Especially, losing their last 3 games of the season, coming in at 8-9, making the playoffs. Probably, not probably, but they got a lot of luck to be here. Bryce Young has a, great upside, great future. This team has a great future. Dave Canales, pretty solid-ass coach. I think he coached a hell of a game. Their offensive coordinator, Zedek, also, hell of a game. Broncos look promising. Panthers took that away real quick. Yeah. And, that's why I've been saying with the Raiders, man. You only get so many windows, right? That window only stays open for so long for your top players. And Max Crosby is getting to the end of his window, right? Brock Bowers going into his 3rd year now. Our window needed to be last year getting better. And now I just don't know where the window is with the future stars we got. Because it's the NFL, man. It stands for not for long. We never know, but yeah, the Bucks, right? Dominated that division the last couple years. Now all of a sudden, the Bucks don't make the playoffs, and you got an up and coming Panthers team, and you got some other teams in that division that the new coach, new draft could be right on the path of them Carolina Panthers. Wait on Raiders next game. Sucks. Into the game. Yeah, it sucks to end the game like that, man. You know, I think too much pressure. I really felt like if you ask me that they were not prepared for that situation, I just wherever their play sheet calls, whoever was calling plays, they didn't have the right plays in a situation like that. All the plays they called were ugly. Yes, they got pressure up the middle. Yes, the offensive line didn't do their job. And maybe maybe those plays turned out to be better than what they were. If the offense would have executed, the blocks a little better, if they would have picked up protection a little bit better. However, they didn't, and we won't know. But yeah, it sucks to end like that. Shout out for the $1.99 or for the $2 holla. I don't know why it goes to $1.99. Stupid shit. Peace out, Raider Nation. Where'd that go? Rebel, great show, bro. Raiders will be back, baby. All right, and for that, man, I appreciate the 10 rocking with me. Pull up for the next one. Pull up for the next one. We're gonna jump off here. I don't have a thumbnail made. I'm gonna be late to the other game. I think it already started, but pull up to that. Maybe we'll just do the second half. I gotta go get something to eat. I gotta do something about this damn tooth. I gotta find some pliers. I'm gonna get this bitch out one way or another. I don't know, but something's gotta happen. So I might see y'all in a bit to call the next game. Green Bay and Chicago is gonna be fun, and like, subscribe, follow, take a notification, tickle the noti bell so you know when I'm going live or when I just pull up like I might be in a minute. So peace. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Protect yourself, protect your mind, protect your family. And as always, take care of each other. Raiders. Mendoza will die in a Raider uniform. We are better than you think, my boy. We are better than you think. Peace. Laxatives. What? I'm just gonna rip that bitch out. I don't need no